And we are back, not very coherent today. Well, Maul is. The rest of us are dying slowly. But we are here and excited to pod. And before we start, we have to wish our favorite guy in the entire world a happy birthday to Peeg. How do you do a birthday toast? I'm not one of those guys.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Peeg.
Yay.
Peaches.
He thumbs up in the frame.
Happy birthday, Peaches.
And we went out of our way to get a really, really special gift. Very on brand for Peeg.
No, now you got to blur all of that out because they didn't pay.
Got a 6-pack of an unnamed beer that's blurred that he loves that we were going to pass around and celebrate. But because we know, Maul, you're boycotting them because of their transgender issues, we got you this one.
They didn't pay either. None of that shit is on camera. Happy birthday, Peaches.
Well, I'll bring this to you as a gift. Why did you bring that photo up?
I just want to show people Peeg's face. If they're not familiar, this is Peeg, one of the best editors
This
ever.
one's on us.
Yeah. Yo. It's the $5. Yo.
I'm fucking. We're here now. We're doing it.
Just
here.
take the cap off. Just take the whatchamacallit off.
Oh fuck! I can't open this. Damn, I'm weak.
Episode already off the rails. Maul, how are you feeling?
I'm great, man. How you feeling? You had a adventurous and busy weekend in Las Vegas.
Yes, me and Demaris landed this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Straight to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
How was it? How'd you have? Did you whatever happens in Vegas, is it staying there, or like are you here to tell everybody about it?
I mean, there really isn't anything to hide.
Oh, okay.
So I will say, guess who came back from Vegas $35 up? This guy.
Okay, so you beat,
$35 up.
Oh, so the mob.
That's a win.
The mob will be looking for you soon to get that $35 back.
Or the IRS will tax it.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I don't particularly like Vegas like that, but
I hate Vegas.
me and Demaris made some fun out of it. She had a little too much fun. I've never seen... Julian, can you pull up those 2 photos I sent you?
Yes.
What photos, bro?
I have never seen anyone have the ability to fall asleep at a Vegas pool party.
Yo.
Feet in the water is crazy.
Wow.
You know how loud it is in there? Like
Yo.
the EDM music at the highest volume you could think of, and Demaris falls asleep on the couch.
No, I'm just looking at her feet being in that dirty ass pool.
That water looks disgusting.
I mean, it's better than the people below her that have their full bodies in there.
Oh yeah, those are the ones that don't. They all in on. They cashed in on life. They don't care.
So this was the first photo I took. I tucked Demaris in. Like, she didn't have that blanket before. But she was so knocked out that after I put that blanket, go to the other photo. She really treated it like a blanket. She started snuggling with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how knocked out she was.
Well, that's what happens in Vegas. You know what I mean? Too much the night before. Wake up in the morning, try to do it all over again.
I got no sleep. Like
Well,
there
yeah.
was no like I can handle alcohol, like, and I know not to over drink. It wasn't the alcohol, but the insane heat. First of all, Staten was out there tanning the inside of his asshole. It was so fucking hot.
What?
I was at this pool party with the towel over my head the entire time.
Rory was burning.
Well, yeah, you can't have
Burning
too
alive.
much sun exposure. You know that.
It's different in Vegas. But that was yesterday. We also did, is it Dre's? Dre's?
Dre's. Let's just say Dre's.
Oh, Dre's, yeah.
Wale was performing. That was a fun surprise. I didn't know they was going to be out there with Money, Phil, everyone. So it was a cool time. A lot of surprises. People I did not know were in Vegas, happened to be there that weekend. So
We had a
And
nice
you made it
home-cooked
back.
meal yesterday.
definitely made it back. It was rough though, to say the
Touch
least.
and go.
What'd you gamble on? What'd you play?
I just did blackjack.
What about the black people again?
Oh, did I miss it?
I thought you said something.
No,
about
I'm
black
laughing at you and blackjack.
African American Jack. Is that better?
There you go. I like that.
Rory was on blackjack, bro. Right, so we're all sitting at blackjack. It's 3 of us. We're all sitting at blackjack. We start losing and we know to get up. Rory like, nah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna make it back. So I'm like, I went to go play craps, but I would like look back at Rory and like sometimes he was red, sometimes he was smiling, like, but I would go in, you know, like rub his back and like, hey, are you okay? Sometimes he'll just like just wave me off. He won't say nothing. Like, but eventually, you know, you got your $35. You lost like $700 to get the 35, but
I made it back though, right?
okay.
You came out of a hole that deep?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I got down to my last 15 and went on a wild run and got up 35, and I immediately left that table.
You got to.
Like I was like, nope.
It's time to go.
It feels like I'm lucky right now, but let me get the fuck out of
You're
here.
about to bankrupt Vegas.
Yo, I was so I was so mad. This is where I do need like deeper therapy, I think, at this point. Because once I was losing so bad in blackjack, Demaris went over to play craps. And I was so pissed off because I felt like they were counting cards. Like, there's no way that this bitch keeps getting 21 every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is rigged.
Yeah, of course it is.
So me being the unhealed human being that I am, to try to get payback, I go over to the craps table, and you can't touch all 4 dice. It has to be 2. I grabbed all 4 of them shits, and they called security.
Oh my God. No.
This is the most Rory.
Let me fucking no, bro. Let me
I was
tell
so
you.
pissed.
No,
But why did you grab all 4?
I don't know, Maul. I need help.
bro. No, let me. So I
I
don't
have
play
deep-rooted
craps.
issues. I don't know
Rory's
where
like,
they come
"What's
from.
the rules? I'm just not going to do that.
I don't play craps, so I don't know the rules, right? So I had went to pick up the dice. I went to blow on them. They yelled at me slightly because they're like, you can't blow on them. Ever since COVID, they don't allow you to blow on the dice anymore.
COVID.
Yeah, that's the real issue that's
the real-
spreading the things in Vegas is the dice blowing.
COVID.
Anyway, so I'm like, okay, they kind of yelled at me, whatever.
Not the escorts in the lobby.
Yeah, it's not the whores that are to my left and right. It's the
Yeah, that's gonna shut us down.
For sure.
So then Rory comes over to the table and he reaches in and he picks up all the dice and they start screaming. Now, usually if somebody screams at me to drop something, I drop it immediately. Rory's reflexes, like he grabbed on tighter, like how infants grab onto something. He like death gripped the fucking, and then he doesn't even have the dice over the table. If you don't play, I don't know. If you gamble, you should know.
everything stays over the table.
Oh, I knew all the rules.
He had the dice here in his hand. They're like, drop it. He's holding this shit like a fucking bomb.
Rory's like,
But
Yeah. Bro.
we're dying on this hill now.
So then they were like,
I want to see what the manager looks
so
like.
then they were like, put the dice down. Rory drops 2 of the dice. They said, all of the dice down now. Yo, I thought niggas were about to come from the ceiling. I'd never been so scared in my life. So at that point, I'm like, Rory, like, please just drop the dice. Like, please, like,
I
they're
could
gonna
have taken
kill
the
us.
pit boss though.
I would have walked away. I would have pretended like I didn't know Rory.
He was
I
tripping.
don't know, dude.
So you never watched Casino?
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, so you don't know about the private room in the back they take you to?
I mean, I was down 700.
Fight
Didn't really
back.
matter at that point.
Fight back. Fuck it, fight back.
Bro,
Christ.
it was fucking insane. I was like, Rory is literally like, why are you like this? Just
don't know.
wreaking
I
havoc
have-
for no reason.
I have deep-rooted issues that I need to figure out. I don't know why I
No,
react
go
the
to
way I do
Vegas. That's
sometimes.
where you
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
therapy.
go to Vegas.
But it was fun. Outside of that, I did a great event at 745. Talked about my album. Met a lot of pod fans. It was a really good time.
Me and
Cool.
Rory got recognized more in Vegas than we do in New York. Like in the hotel. We weren't even at the event. Like in the hotel every 5 seconds. It was like, yo.
Yeah, that's why
It was
we got to
weird.
talk with our booking agents. There be markets that they force us to go to that we don't have fans in. Vegas, I felt like the Beatles. Everywhere I fucking went, somebody was like, why don't we perform here?
Well, they probably thought that you were a Rory lookalike
Ah.
because you were in Vegas, so they probably thought you was on the strip.
I feel really bad for the person that would ever do the Rory lookalike.
Damn, how
thing.
down bad does that
Yeah.
have to be?
I mean, you know,
Like skipped over Elvis, Michael
no,
Jackson.
that's been done already.
Drake.
That's been done already.
All right, so what would that guy do? Wreak havoc?
Yeah, he would get kicked out of every
Drink
casino.
wine and break
What would be
rules.
his performance?
Yeah, he would get kicked out of every casino for grabbing all the dice.
No, but he would do stand up. Like, but bad stand up.
Yeah, that too.
Because it wouldn't be me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's you,
Yeah,
but he's
right.
doing a great impersonation of you.
Yeah. He'd say, fuck you,
It
funny
pro-
to me.
That bit would probably be better than anything I would do.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll get it done. He'll pack the house.
But I don't know. Am I missing anything?
Nothing that we can talk about. I think we covered everything.
What can't we talk about?
Can we hear those stories on Patreon?
No, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know that.
Demaris said she kept up her rules, whatever day she's on now, 6,042, whatever it is.
6,042 is definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well-
Definitely that.
I mean, I wasn't staying in the same room as her, but I can attest that there was nothing around her that could have compromised her.
like we were just
I don't know what she was doing. Like once I fell asleep, maybe
Oh,
she had something
there you
sneak
go.
up to the room.
Oh,
But
did
I was
she
with her
stop
most of the
there?
time.
That's all you got to say. You wasn't there all the time. You were nearby,
yeah,
but there's a window.
We shared a wall.
There's windows.
no, you shared the walls with the bachata guys.
Yo, there was some niggas next to me that woke up every morning at 4:35 on the dot and started blasting bachata, bro. I got no sleep in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
4:32 to 11 a.m. every day bachata.
Lit.
It's Vegas though.
Yeah, it's
You're
Vegas.
I
supposed
mean,
to do
yeah, I would have different rules if it's Vegas. You can't.
Yeah, it wasn't like you was in Charlotte. It was
Yeah.
Vegas. In Charlotte, you got to expect people to be quiet. Vegas, nobody's sleeping in Vegas.
that. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit was insane. But we had I think we had a nice time. We supported Raven at her event. She did amazing.
Yeah. It was really good to see her. But that's my Vegas story. Unfortunately,
I'm happy.
I wish there was more to say,
No, well, I'm
but
happy.
it didn't
I made
get that
back.
crazy.
I made it back safe and sound.
Yeah,
All in one piece, looks like. I don't know.
I'm not very sound, but I feel you.
Roy looked awful getting off the
Yeah.
elevator this morning.
I'm exhausted. I can't sleep on planes, and it's gonna sound very bougie, unless it's the lie flat shit. So I just stayed awake
Yeah.
for 5 hours
Yeah.
from midnight to 7 a.m.
I last night I went to go get some dinner and I was waiting for my friend to get there. I sat at the bar and ended up sitting next to Chris Rock.
Oh shit!
You didn't
Oh.
even recognize him.
Now I recognized as soon as I walked in, but I didn't say nothing to him. Like he had his AirPods on, he was listening to something, he was writing,
Mhm.
drinking like Coke.
It's right. I feel like maybe an A-lister would cause more of a frenzy. It's odd that no one was going nuts.
It's New York, Rory.
Literally.
Different rules.
I'm joking.
He's A-list.
Yeah, but he was chilling. He was real cool. Like just his vibe. He was just
You didn't say
drinking
hi.
Coca-Colas. No, I didn't say anything. Literally sat right next to each other. I didn't say nothing.
He didn't even like.
He
smile.
probably recognized you though.
Yeah.
No, I mean he definitely recognized the God from the Bronx. You know that. He recognized me as soon as I walked in the spot.
You're better than me because I would have said something.
I would have said something.
I mean, he had his AirPods on. He's listening to something on his phone. He's writing in his journal or whatever, like, or writing some work, some material.
Mm.
I'm not that guy. I wasn't gonna interrupt him, but I did want to say something. But once you see, somebody like that and they're in their own little world, it's kind of like it's not that serious.
What would you have said? What would be your approach in that situation?
What would I have said?
Yeah. You actually
Um,
did go for it.
the swelling looked like it went down. Let's say that.
It's funny. I think he would have
Yeah,
laughed.
like, you know what I'm saying? Look, he would have.
Yeah.
I could have went on the road, would have opened up for him. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been my slot right there. I don't know. Just you know, what's up, Chris? You know what I'm saying? Big fan, love your work, and keep doing what you're doing, man. That's it.
I hear you. I saw him on Bleecker.
And fuck Will Smith. I would have said that. I had to throw that in there.
Mm.
That's fake.
He probably gets yelled at very often.
Yeah, of course. In New York City, you know that. You got to.
But that would be so fucking annoying. Stop. Even though you're being supportive, stop bringing up
Yeah.
the time I got smacked. Like,
Yeah, nah.
I'm cool. But I saw him on Bleecker Street like a few months ago on my way here.
Mhm.
Just AirPods in, walking down Bleecker. I was like,
Yeah, just chilling, man.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock, just chilling.
Yeah.
He cracked the code, man. To be that famous and to accomplish what he has and be able to still walk around Manhattan and sit in a bar, just drinking Coca-Cola and writing.
Yeah.
That's like some really cool shit. Because I mean, he obviously is one of the kings of comedy.
For sure.
Anytime you have your own sitcom running that many years on national television,
Underrated sitcom.
you know what I'm saying? And then be able to just walk around Manhattan and
Yeah.
walk into a bar and nobody bother you, like,
Yeah.
that's some dope shit.
Julian, you look like you had quite the Fashion Week weekend.
All right. First of all,
You were in full New York Fashion Week mode.
forgive me for all the names I'm about to drop.
Oh,
It's one of those. It's one of those.
Let me get a drink because it's
I mean-
gonna be. Oh God, here we go.
It's kind of your fault. You popped it off with the Chris
Yeah.
Rock name drop. So now we're here.
but it wasn't really named. I sat at a bar and Chris Rock happened to be. sitting
Nah,
right
you,
next to me.
you texted each other. You were like,
That's
oh,
not
I'm
really,
here.
and I didn't say anything to him, so that's not really a. If I would
Okay.
have came here like, yo, me and Chris had a great conversation, then it's like I'm name dropping, but I didn't even say nothing to him.
I mean, I talked to Wale in Vegas.
Yeah, but you know,
he shouted you out on the mic too.
That's
Did he?
sick.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Oh, I didn't
You
hear
heard the
that.
crowd pop? Shout out Rory.
He shouted both of them out like twice.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
shouted me out. I wasn't even there.
No, not
Oh,
no, I think he might have shouted out Maul too.
I'm not even there.
It was definitely a reminder. I mean, not that I needed one because I'm a huge Wale fan, but the amount of hits he has,
You got
especially
him,
in a
man.
market like Vegas where you have to have like hits.
Ready for verses, huh?
I think he would smoke a lot of our favorite rappers in a verses.
Tell him what we argued about the entire Vegas run, Rory. Or
Well,
is that staying in Vegas?
But that's my personal opinion.
Okay, tell him.
I think Wale's a better rapper than J. Cole. And that's my personal opinion. If someone said otherwise, I'm fine with that.
Wait, that's where we going today?
Since we got on the plane until we got off the next flight, I argued with him about this.
5 hours?
We argued in the hookah lounge. We argued at dinner. We argued at
That's a tall
our
order.
friend's
And by the
mama
way,
house.
Mind you, did not know Wale was going to be in Vegas either. We just happened to be
Oh,
arguing
that
about
just
this.
happened to come up.
Yes.
That's a
This
tall
nigga wrote in
order.
the group chat and said J. Cole could never. Homie responded and said J. Cole would never.
That's
Stop,
a tall
yo.
order, bro.
That's just my personal opinion.
No, I mean,
If
that's,
people called me
that's
nuts,
what-
I get it.
Rory,
but
we've been podcasting for years. All we do is shit on people's personal opinions. That's all
fair.
we do.
Okay.
So
You
I'm
can
here,
shit on
to,
my-
It's
I'm here
your
to shit,
turn.
I'm here to shit on
That's
your personal
awful.
opinion. That is fucking crazy to say. A better rapper?
Yeah.
Ah,
That's-
man, that is
I'm
tough.
so
J.
glad
Cole
I
has a
don't
better
even have to say
discography, but when it comes to straight up rapping, yes, I think Wale is a better rapper.
Ooh, shit. And I fuck with Wale.
I know you do.
That's my nigga. I fuck with Wale, but God damn, better rapper than Cole?
Yeah.
And this is not us trying
Yo.
to. I want everybody to know this is not us trying to create a podcast moment. This is some shit that Rory really argued with the entire Vegas about.
I mean,
for 3
it comes
days.
down to this.
And it's not discrediting J. Cole. He's elite,
No, you can't
but
discredit J. Cole, but it's saying
Yeah,
Wale's a
that's-
better rapper than Cole.
No.
That's
And I
tough,
love
bro.
Wale. I hate that would even have
I
to preface.
I fuck with Wale. I think he's super underrated, and he does have a better discography than a lot of rappers. But to say he raps better than
Yeah.
J. Cole that's a tall order right there.
What records would you even use in an example to prove? Like, what would you?
Oh, hold on. He sent them to me on the plane and
well,
forced
no,
me to
I was
listen to them.
sending those because you weren't familiar with
He didn't
Wale's
she didn't-
catalog
yeah,
like
she
that.
She didn't know. She
So
wasn't familiar with his game.
yeah, I was setting records that I think she would have liked where
Some
he's
of his
rapping
highlights.
really well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could put
Did you
together
send
for Patreon. I could put together the verses of Cole and Wale, the rapping, not hits.
I'm genuinely curious to see which songs you would put for like the vocal, like the to demonstrate the raps. Like
We have
I mean,
we have
it's-
Patreon this week. Let's add that to the bill. I'll come prepared. But again, just my
Wait,
personal
you gonna
opinion.
do that on the show?
I'll put together the list of like best rapping moments with both of them.
for each of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I think Cole rapping better than Wale. I think Cole raps a lot better than Wale actually.
With
He-
3 T's.
He did clean him up on Beautiful Bliss,
I mean, yeah, and that was like 14 years ago.
but I mean that was just the joint record they had. I think individually, yeah, he raps better. That's just my
All
opinion,
right, but
guys.
what? All right. So help
just
me
my
out.
opinion, guys.
This Maul
How-
is
How much?
confused.
How
Help
much
me
of that
out.
is based on your
What-
friendship with Wale?
No,
Zero.
how much is it is based on what verse did you hear from Wale when you was like, you
That's
know what?
I'm trying to think.
This nigga rap better than Cole.
That's literally.
Because there
what
got to
I'm
be a
trying to
moment where it hits you. Like it was a moment where a lot of the rappers I thought was dope. I'm like, nah, he rap better than this dude. Like,
I think if you just go through every intro that he has to each album would prove, maybe not prove my point, but show the separation.
between him and Cole,
Mhm.
think. Mm-mm.
so it's
I,
separation.
I have a whole playlist on my
separation.
phone
They
of
ain't even
just
in the
Wale
same
intros
league,
because I think he has
according to
some
him.
of the best intros in rap history.
I'm not mad at that. That I'm not mad at. But I'm just saying to say that he raps better than Cole, you got to give me more than, yo, just listen to his intros. Like, I get it.
I mean, I like his verse on Power Circle, but
I will come prepared for my wild take on Patreon this week. I will come prepared with the Wale verses.
Yeah, you gotta help me. You gotta really lay out the records that you feel like, because I'm gonna listen to them. You know what I mean? But that's you saying, fuck it. We just saying anything today. Fuck it, man. Let's get our shit off. Who else? Rory? Who else rap better than Cole? Fuck it. Let's do it. Because if you think Wale rap better than Cole, you think a lot of people rap better than Cole.
No, that's not true. I just think Wale's an elite rapper and better than most rappers. But you can't even say
I
that.
agree with you because I feel like Wale is criminally underrated.
I feel attacked specifically by you because I sat here and named Royce, Lupe, Black Thought, all these rappers, and you said Drake was better than them. So I think I'm allowed on this
stand on
podcast to say that Wale is better than a lot of rappers.
Yeah, but I stand on that, and I probably have shit to prove it over the years. I mean,
Than Lupe Fiasco.
rap.
'Cause I think Lupe is a better rapper than Wale,
Okay.
and a better rapper than J. Cole, and a better rapper than Drake.
You think Lupe raps better than Cole?
Yes.
Okay. I've never heard you listen to Lupe in my life. Never.
When would you and I be just chilling, listening to Lupe?
I'm just saying,
I have AirPods in most of the time.
I've just like in your car, you ain't never like take 20 minutes to park playing Lupe. Like you ain't never like I just ain't never hear you listen to Lupe. Like I never heard you like drop a line. Like you know somebody had an AirPod on and they'll say a line and you know who they listening to. You're like, oh, he listening to that new. I ain't never hear you walking around and you just drop a Lupe line. And I'm like, are you listening to Lupe?
I was listening to Hurt My Soul in Vegas. That's how weird I am.
Fucking loser.
Lupe in Vegas.
All right, well, I'm looking forward.
And depressing Lupe at that.
Listen to Go Gadget Flow.
I'm looking forward to your list of Wale records where you think he showcases that he is a better rapper than J. Cole.
Which I didn't plan on bringing this to the pod. I was really just here to say
you
that
can't just say that in Vegas.
Wale
and don't think it's gonna make it back here.
Has so many hits, and it was so cool to see everyone at a Vegas pool party sing along to every record.
He thought he was gonna say that in Vegas and he was gonna stay there.
He thought that was just gonna be a quiet conversation.
He thought that was gonna stay in the Vegas pool.
Well, I didn't know she was gonna snitch.
I really didn't plan on snitching, but you came in here and you kind of started alluding to it. And that's why I was like, tell him what you said. If you would have said, nah, don't tell him what's that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, I wouldn't have brought it up.
And if you tell somebody not to tell him
what happens in Vegas. Like,
and if you say don't tell him, that means you don't believe what you said. Like if you be like, nah, don't tell him I said that.
I didn't. She snitched and I stood on it.
No, I'm saying if you had told her, yo, don't tell nobody that I said Wale is better than Cole, that means you don't believe that anybody.
Well, I have certain music takes that I just keep to myself that I wouldn't bring because I know I probably sound crazy saying them out loud.
Oh, did you tell me? Did you say, was that one of the things you said just between us friends before you said that?
Mm-hmm.
Wale versus better than Cole?
I really am sorry, Rory. We could delete it.
No, keep it.
Shit.
I stand on it.
Delete. We ain't deleting the motherfucking thing.
I just know that the perception the listeners and the world have of us and Cole, that's going to be taken out of context. Because people think on this podcast that we dislike J. Cole. And we love J. Cole.
Who dislike J. Cole?
That half of the camera dislikes J. Cole.
Yeah, shit to do with us. We dream villains over here.
Yeah.
Fiends.
And I love J. Cole. And I know that's going to be taken as I'm
Who don't like J. Cole on this show? Like, I don't like what he did during the battle. I'll still stand on that.
Bigger than the
taking away a diss record? Come on, that's absolutely crazy. But we're not going to sit here and act like Cole ain't one of the best rappers, though. Like,
I mean, I think this is a perfect segue to the elephant in the room while we're here.
Oh, well, I skipped over my whole thing.
Oh, shit. All right. Name drop. Who'd you see? Trinidad James?
No.
I'm sorry. That was really funny. Go ahead.
They're going to think that's discrediting, too. It's Fashion Week, so I just assumed Trinidad James was right. Really good guy, by the way.
I'll go through this. So I was at this event Friday night. I was outside with some friends, and I was going to go home after that, call it a chill night. But then I get a text from our friend of the show and recent guest, Vinny.
Okay.
And Vinny was like, yo, do you want to come to this dinner at, here we go, at Tao? So I was like, sure. So his friend is one of the owners of Tao. We do the group dinner there. Go into the room, sit down, bunch of models, whoever, and then in walks Austin Rivers and like a couple other NBA guys. Michael Porter Jr. was like those guys.
Mm-hmm. When you got to Tao, like to the front desk, did you say, I'm with Vin?
We pulled up together.
Okay, cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we met outside.
All right.
And then it was, yeah.
Did you guys plan it? Like called your Ubers at the same time?
I mean, yeah, you coordinate. Meet me. Yeah. All right, fuck you guys. Yes, you make plans and coordinate. So like Maul and Chris Rock. So we're up there and he texts me, goes, oh shit, JB is here. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Smooth?
I was like, I don't know what that means in your world.
JB Smooth is hilarious.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay, now I'm kind of. So now I'm a little jealous.
This is so inside. I'm like, oh, he's here, cool, like nice. He goes, yeah. He's like, you know, it's funny. He's one of like the biggest Jersey Shore fans of all time. I was like, of course he is. So we go downstairs. We get taken downstairs, and they have like this huge table with all their girls are there, family, all that shit, friends, and it's Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, like their guy. It's like their crew, and then like their girls or whatever. And I was just
it's real. Like they really are friends like that.
They're really friends, right? So we're drinking, hanging out. And then like we end up going from Tao to, we end up getting a bunch of Ubers and we all go to Marquee.
Okay.
And then that's where the night really begins. We have a table.
I'm sorry. Oh my God, you're fucking ridiculous.
We have a
table. Did you sit in like the middle?
So we had the middle table, yeah.
And then, saying that's where the night really begins.
Well, because like it was like a 5 a.m. night. So
before you start, I would have embarrassed myself if I was there with Jalen Brunson. I would have done like the dap hug on the intro.
I played.
That's how much I love him.
I played it so cool. Obviously, I'm a huge Knicks fan, but I played it. I'm very proud of how I played it. So we have our table downstairs. Jalen and Josh Hart's tables on the upriser. So we go up there, and like they just immediately start pouring like, you know, the shots like the 42, and Jalen Brunson is pouring me shots, like handing them out. We're like small talking, and I'm like, this is fucking insane. Like this is my probably favorite New York moment of recent. But I
tell us about the small talk.
Well, he's a huge, you know, I brought up, he's fucks with Boz a lot. They're friends. So I mentioned like that. And then we just talked, we didn't even talk basketball. It was just like nonsense, just bullshit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're such nice fucking guys. Like I, you know, am a huge Knicks fan, but it's so easy to root for guys that are so likable. Like his wife was there. We're turning up with like, you know, their wife. She's got like, obviously there's like beautiful ring on. It's so cool to see these guys that are just up like hundreds of millions of dollars, just be like chilling, just like enjoying, you know, all the work that they put. I don't know. I just love seeing that. He's like 28 years old.
Third wheeling with Brunson and his wife is crazy.
So then get this. So I leave, eventually go home. Yesterday I'm walking around with friends all throughout Soho. I'm hanging out on somewhere in Soho, and I hear like, yo, and I look up Austin Rivers. So
you made such a lasting impression on him.
We hit it off. So
you let him beat.
So
Lord.
Yo, I'm trying to let him get through this story.
No,
I'm not even saying nothing. Just go ahead, man. Go ahead. Just go. Go, man.
I've sped through so much of this shit, but hold on. So the last thing before you can kill me, Maul.
Austin, you know he called him like AR or something.
I'm like Austin, I'm like
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Riv.
Don't do that. Don't do that. What? Just don't do that though. Don't call him AR.
I didn't. Julian did.
Don't call Austin Rivers AR. Don't do that.
AR.
Don't do that.
So we're talking whatever. They're going to get food. I'm with some girlfriends. We're doing the same. And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You're here till Tuesday, right?" Because I was speaking from picking up where we left off last night.
Of course.
He was like, "Yeah, but like, man, I'm so tired from last night, bro. I don't know if I can." Oh, and also that night, Saturday, Mustard was the DJ at Marquee.
Okay.
So I remember I had my back to the stage, and I hear like 8 Mustard tags in a row on like different records. Like, damn, they're playing a lot of fucking Mustard. And I turn around, and it was him. So then up until Mustard started, it was like 90% Drake music. And then when Mustard came on, it was just all Mustard shit. And then like an hour into his set, he just started throwing in mad Drake. It was like, oh, like no matter what, you have to play Drake. And he ended up
at a club, yeah.
So yeah, but it was like obviously he wasn't playing it at some point, and then he started playing shit. I was like, okay, like you still got to do your job.
I mean, me and Demaris heard the dubstep version of "Not Like Us" on repeat in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I needed that remix.
Probably didn't.
I shook ass a little bit too to it. I didn't want to. I hated myself for it, but the moment, you know.
Yeah. So I said, "You're here till Tuesday, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, like, look, we're gonna go to Little Sister tonight." I was like, "You gotta rally. Like, you only like 2 nights left, whatever." And he was like, "I don't know, man." So then we swap.
Austin Rally.
We swap it.
Fit.
So like we swapped info. We just like it was just a wild night. Like I'm texting Austin.
Told me you could crash at your crib if needed.
I don't think Austin Rivers needs to crash it. Julius, I think that's something else of Austin Rivers.
Well, he said, I think he's looking. I think he mentioned he wants to get a spot. He always stays in the same hotel, but he said he wants to get a spot here. He loves New York.
Okay,
all these guys love New York.
How was Little Sister? Great.
Great. I ran into your best friend.
Kels.
And it was cool. Like Austin was doing the security there door. My Austin, the Soho House one.
And you were like, Austin, meet Austin.
Austin A squared. Fucking sorry, Peach. Sorry.
Anyway, yep, I'm gay, and it was a great weekend. So that's all I got, Maul. Oh, met Kyle Kuzma, Little Sister, last night. He is much taller than I thought he was.
The NBA player?
Basketball player?
Yeah, he's huge.
Wow.
Whoa. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody had a great, productive weekend.
So edit, right? We're gonna edit all that.
No, definitely. Great. Listen, we got your wet dream on audio,
and we're being nice about it.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
The Knicks thing was really fucking cool. Honestly, when it happened, I was like, Rory would be loving this just as much as I am. But I kept it very cool in the moment. But
well, good, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you kept it cool.
We shitting on Julian
around other grown men. Like, I'm happy you didn't turn it to a schoolgirl. What Well, since y'all been going, a lot of shit has happened. Dame lost his teeth on live. That was the craziest.
That was crazy.
Shit. That was the craziest shit. I thought that was fake. Like, that's how crazy that was. I was like, this. All right, this is an edited video.
You saw the cleanup.
Why'd you think it was fake?
I thought because people, they take videos and doctor them and make shit. I just thought somebody was being funny, fucking with the video of Dame. But the crazy part is, right before his teeth fell out, he was like, "And let's see if I'm real." And was about to say real again and choked on his words and spit his teeth. Like, your teeth ain't even real.
He was getting in like his classic Dame rant mode.
But coming off of let's see who's real.
Yes,
Oh,
there's
my-
definitely some poetry in that.
Like, it's just like you choked on the word real.
And what
bad.
what an awful enemy to have when that happens, because 50's never gonna let
Oh
that
my
go.
God. 50?
Trying to battle 50 on IG Live and your teeth fall out is probably the worst possible scenario that you could have.
Bro, that was that was some of the craziest and funniest shit I've ever seen on it.
Wasn't his cleanup? He said it was a grill or something. He
Well,
tried to
it's
come
a
back.
grill,
and say
but
something.
it would be a grill if you had teeth.
No, obviously, yeah.
Because you put diamonds on it, and doesn't mean it's not dentures, or doesn't mean it's not like
Bedazzled
it's
dentures.
fake teeth.
But
Like,
that's the
it's
sick
not-
thing about this. Is like after his teeth fell out, he's like, "Fuck, what's my cleanup gonna be?" And he like ran upstairs and grabbed his grill and was like, "It was the grill, not my."
Oh my God.
Oh, and then oh my God.
But he doubled down.
God.
He did the right thing for the next 3-4 days. You got to lean into it. At that point, he was just took the teeth out for every IG Live he was doing. You have to lean into it. You can't come back from that unless you laugh at yourself with it.
I bet that head go crazy.
That's wild.
Demaris.
That's crazy.
My bad.
Where
Where
did your brain go with it?
Yeah.
Demons in Vegas infested me.
You
I'm
got,
sorry.
you get a rock chain and some firehead from.
Hey.
This
Fuck
could
for less.
this could be a good strategy the way he's baiting 50. If he's on some Machiavelli shit, he's gonna push 50 into buying Roc-A-Fella, like his stakes. This could be a good strategy because 50 is petty and has the money to do it.
Mm.
He might max out his deal with the court just by this 50 beef.
I don't think
And if that's a strategy, then it's genius in my opinion.
52's good of a businessman. Like he
I don't
really
think
cares
50
about
would-
his investments.
50 would do that though. I don't think he would buy those shares.
Him and Jay have always had a weird thing, and now with Dame too, like that's all the ammo 50 would need to do something like that.
I mean, you're right. It's not. I don't see it's like an impossible thing. 50 is one of the pettiest kings we've ever had.
By far.
But I don't know how much business wise that would make sense for him to own for the next 7 years, because Jay gets it all in 2031.
But not all of 50's petty moves are rooted in business. Like him doing that Surviving Diddy doc one day after that video came out.
Well,
that
we know that was
just putting together a bunch of clips
Yeah,
and giving it to Netflix. That wasn't a good business move.
yeah, no, that was King Petty making one of his petty moves. That's exactly.
And I
what
could
that
see
was.
him doing that with Dame right now. But
No worry now.
this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's something you'd love to learn? As an adult, do you make time to learn new things as often as you'd like? Or was that lost in your childhood? Kids are always learning and growing, but as adults, sometimes we lose that curiosity. What's something you'd like to learn? Maybe gardening, a new language, music, I don't know. Find something that will go to the beat of your drum. Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back-to-school era can start today. Therapy has definitely taught me how to do boundaries. I've discovered my inner child. I'm so much happier because of BetterHelp. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Rory Maul today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Rory Maul. Now back to the show. Should we ISO? How do you want to go about this, Maul? Me and Demaris were terrified yesterday when we saw the announcement
In between
of
the
how
Wale and
we
J.
were going to
Cole.
go about this entire thing.
Why were you terrified?
I'm just going to go ISO on this.
All right,
Then we'll go from there.
So Kendrick Lamar, he announced that he will be the next Super Bowl 59 halftime performer, February 9th, 2025 in New Orleans. And I'll be honest, this was a move that I don't think anybody. So we just spoke about this, last month? Threw some names out there. Taylor Swift was one of the
We
names.
figured they would go more white pop leaning.
Yeah, we Taylor was one of the ones we threw out there because she didn't do it yet. Obviously, her ties to the NFL now that she's dating one of the Kelsey brothers. So it just seemed like Taylor would be the one. I don't think anybody, any list or any podcast had Kendrick being the next
No,
Super Bowl halftime performer.
didn't even cross my mind that would be something.
So the internet kind of, everybody obviously reacted to it. One of the main points I'm seeing is that people felt like it should have been Lil Wayne.
Okay,
It's in New Orleans. At this point, Lil Wayne is a legacy act.
Mhm.
The Super Bowl halftime show is kind of sort of a legacy thing a little
Yeah.
bit. Recent years, they've had, more probably not legacy yet,
Mhm.
but definitely legendary artists perform. So the Lil Wayne was the name that I seen everybody jump to. And I obviously because again it's New Orleans, so it just seemed like it made sense. But thinking about that, I don't know if Lil Wayne has the solo records, enough of the solo big records to do a Super Bowl halftime.
I mean, I didn't want to be the one to say it because I love Wayne. I didn't want to sound like a hater, but I agree with you.
Yeah,
And I know it sounds like an egregious take, but the Super Bowl is different when it comes to that type of stuff. Wayne has all the hits for the culture.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would look like at the Super Bowl. I also don't know what it's going to look like with Kendrick at the Super Bowl either. I know it's going to sound like some hater shit.
We'll get to that. But Kendrick is, if we're going to go hip hop at the Super Bowl, I think the only ones that would be able to do it is obviously Drake, Kendrick, Kanye, maybe Travis.
No.
He might be like the asterisk next to his, but we're talking
He'd put
about
on the best show, but I don't know if he would have the Super Bowl type hits.
Well, Wayne is not one of the ones. What I'm saying is Wayne is not one of the names that would normally come up in that conversation. Now I get it, the New Orleans, his hometown. I get how that may make sense, but at the end of the day, just because an artist is from a city don't mean that they get.
I think
halftime show.
A Wayne and support type of thing, like how it was Dre and Friends.
Yeah,
I think Wayne putting together a full set of New Orleans artists and special guests that are announced. I think Wayne would make a lot of sense in a scenario like that. But a straight up solo, that shit is tough.
Yeah,
especially for a rapper to just do a solo halftime show.
So,
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I saw yesterday you tweeted a bunch of laughing emojis. Was that in regards to anything, or you were just like, we're in a fun mood? You were just laughing at something. He was next to Chris Rock.
Chris Rock made
yeah.
Oh
no, that was in response to the announcement.
Okay, all right.
Of Kendrick doing the halftime show. Only because now I know what this ignites. Now it ignites other things and other, it's like, okay, so here we go. Like we revving this. Cause now you gotta remember this is until February. Now the one thing that I don't know if people thought about, and I thought about it, but then I'm like, no, he has to. Will they let him say pedophile on that stage?
No.
They do clean records always though at Super Bowl.
Yeah, they won't let him say, you can't say pedophile, but the crowd is going to sing it, so it doesn't matter.
So this is why this is interesting to me, because obviously Kendrick Kendrick is one of the biggest rappers, biggest artists, so, but the reason why it's funny to me and the reason why I think this is a bigger thing is because next year it's in California, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it probably would have made more sense for Kendrick to perform in California for a Super Bowl, being he's from Cali, right? Don't know if the records will translate then.
But the only time that they really did the region halftime thing was with Dre and Snoop when it was in LA. Like, have they ever done that any other time where it's like, the artist
Not really.
No, but we can kind of like, if the Super Bowl next year, not 2025, 2026, if it's in California again, then if Kendrick gets it then, it's not too much of a surprise. Okay, he's California, we get it.
Mhm.
For marketing purposes, why wouldn't they do it at the height of this moment?
Well, this is a
Having-
moment right
Because
now.
That's what
more
I'm
than
saying. This
likely he's
goes-
gonna have an album drop in between now and the Super Bowl.
For sure.
Well, this goes to what I'm saying. It's all in the same point. So he's hot right now, obviously.
hmm
The record, the Not Like Us record. So was he given this now strictly off of Not Like Us?
I think that plays a big part of it for sure.
So now we know.
But he is still an A-list rapper no matter
For
what.
sure. No, he's
Without
one
Not
of-
Like Us, he's
No,
still
he's one of the ones that
Still the-
probably would have.
sells the most, fucking has the highest grossing
He's
rap
probably,
tour.
He's
Like,
probably one of the ones that would have a Super Bowl at some point.
Yeah.
We know that. We don't even have to discuss that. But we're talking about now. Why now? Right? Obviously, again, the record,
Mhm.
the momentum, it's business. They know people are going to tune in. Usher has the second highest Super Bowl halftime ever behind Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Don't know where Kendrick would land, but I'm guessing that the people that are responsible for putting on the show want to capitalize off this momentum.
Wasn't Jay
Well,
play
that-
a role in that?
I was
Oh, yeah.
going to ask.
He has a
It
role
must
in
have been
it,
a
sure.
tough day for you because you're kind of at a crossroads between being Roc and OVO. Like, which side do you pick? Do you ride with Hove putting Kendrick on the bill because that's family, or are you on the other side with OVO and boycotting, like
It's-
turning off the TV when halftime comes?
No, it's the reason why, because again, Kendrick is one of the ones that eventually would have had a halftime. So now the sticky part about all of this is Drake has been offered this Super Bowl show for some years now and has turned it down. Probably 4 years he's been offered to
I didn't know.
perform at Super Bowl. Said no for whatever reason. Whatever reason, he just didn't.
Did he tell you that, or is that like a known thing?
I didn't know that.
I've never heard that either.
What? The who?
Drake
Oh yeah.
said no.
Well, he has. Drake has turned down the Super Bowl a few years.
Why do you think he's turned it down? Because that's really
I don't
interesting
know.
to me.
I don't know why he would turn it down. I mean, you know, that's up to the artist, you know, their discretion. Maybe I'm on the road right now. I don't want to, like, you know,
Mhm.
whatever reason.
Want to be
it
able
may
to give it the proper.
whatever
time.
reason it may be. It may be a conflict. That when you talking about artists that are that big, it could be a conflict of interest somewhere, partnerships here, there. Like, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, back to the whole thing. So obviously Jay-Z has a part in putting on the halftime show. They're in control of it now. It's obviously other people that, you know, have some type of say in it. So that's where it starts to look a little like, okay, you give Kendrick this big stage, one of the biggest stages ever, and allow him to capitalize off the momentum. Again, this is February 25, so now we rolling it all the way into next year.
Mhm.
He'll obviously do the record. Maybe some things are blurred out, whatever it may be.
Yes. Am I weird
It's-
for thinking that he doesn't do Not Like Us?
Now,
Yes,
hold
I
on.
think you're
Hold
weird.
on. Now, hold on.
I think
hold
you're very
on.
weird, actually.
But
And this isn't me saying, hey, do the B-side
No,
like
no,
at
no.
the pop-out show. I'm saying, just,
but
can you do that record?
This is why.
Can you do it?
This is why we're having this conversation, because, you know, people thought that I was going to be, I'll be mad, but I'm like, well, wait.
It's about pedophilia. Can you do that?
That's why I'm like, well,
Yeah, but
wait.
that's all. That's
So
Hollywood.
he clearly got the offer. Again, Kendrick may have gotten the offer before this year. I don't know that, but he clearly got it this year because of his momentum based off of that record.
Mhm.
So that's why when I say, yo, like, is he gonna perform that like at the Super with Pepsi like behind? Like, I just don't. You know what I mean? It's like, granted, again, I want to keep it focused here, Rory.
Mhm.
We do recognize that Kendrick would have eventually gotten this opportunity. He's one of those artists. He's one of the biggest rappers. I don't want that to get lost. He would have eventually. I'm talking about the timing of it. Now, it's all coming off of that record that's alleging that one of the other biggest stars in the world egregious claims of him being a pedophile, which is crazy. So,
Like,
with a company like Pepsi, I think Apple is behind it, right? Apple Music. Is he gonna? If they allow him to, listen, let me explain something. If they allow him to go up there and do that record, and they don't blur out those words,
Well, the words are going to be black.
that is very intentional.
That's FCC rule. It's the FCC, right?
Oh, what the?
Would
Yeah, I think
anyone
it's-
just find it
those are
insane
rules.
that at one point during the Super Bowl, someone is going to talk about how Party Next Door does coke, and someone's going to say baka at a Super Bowl halftime.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, that's nuts
Yeah, but
to me.
like, what's okay? So
Like, y'all
we're
are
talking about
overthinking
the lyrics.
How are we overthinking it? This is
because we've also been pretty open about Dre in his cases, and he was like the fucking face of the last.
that
thing.
was
for
30
sure.
something years ago.
Beats the shit out of women.
That was 30 something years ago.
But his songs, and I'm not making excuses, but his songs aren't about domestic violence. Like, the song is about pedophilia. Granted, it's
Not
a bop.
completely.
Not really.
Not completely.
What?
There's some lines in there about pedophilia, but the entire song
The
is
whole
not about
yeah.
pedophilia. It's not. The entire song is not about
First two verses are about that.
Okay. I think it's mentioned, but
I
it's
don't
not
even
all.
know. I'm gonna keep it honest. I don't know any of the verses. Like I couldn't recite a verse from that. But the lines I can recite are like leading to like somebody being a pedophile. I can't tell you like the middle of the bars. I can't give you those lines.
I mean, honestly, just looking at the first verse alone, half of this can't be said.
this is why I'm trying back to what I'm saying.
But that's rap. No, because that's lame. Because that's rap music. Period. Rap music. You can't. There's rap music is full of niggas, bitch, shit you can't say on television. Like they perform the clean version of records all the time with rap.
I just want to hear jabroni ass said on
And then that's the other thing to this.
NFL
This is
stage.
the first rapper, right? Unless it was there another rapper that had a Super Bowl halftime show? Like rapper?
like
The
solo.
Yeah. Dr. Dre doesn't count. That was a medley of all the
Yeah.
artists he worked with, signed, produced for.
I mean, but it was still rap.
Yeah, but I'm talking about headline rapper.
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Think of one. But we should probably
We're looking it up.
to confirm it. But no,
No,
I
it's
can't
no.
think of one.
He's the first one. There was no rap before Jay and them took over the Super Bowl show. We know that for a
they
fact.
maybe throw like a rapper for a verse with
I'm
Maroon
talking
5
about-
or something.
This is their show, not
Yeah.
come out on somebody's set. Rapper, this is your show. You have the Super Bowl halftime show. This is the first time we're seeing this. Now, granted, Drake has turned it down for a few years. He's declined the offer, but this is the first time, and it's coming off the momentum of a record alleging that, Drake is a pedophile.
Yeah, it's, just to close this fact, there has not been a
Of course, there has not
rapper.
been.
No,
So, does Kendrick perform
Black Eyed Peas.
that record?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he does in his medley of records. I think he does the hook. I think he'll probably do 30 seconds of the record. I don't think we're getting the verses from Not Like Us.
So just hook.
I think we're gonna get the hook, and then he's gonna.
So to me, that's
he's
not
gonna
performing
move
a
on
record.
to another song.
To me, that's not performing a record because we know why, if that happens, why he only does the hook. We know why he did that because they're not having that. But then my thing is, again, we know Kendrick at some point would have gotten this. My thing is, why give it to him now if the only reason you're giving it to him is based off the momentum of this record that you then can't have him say or perform on this stage?
So you subscribe to the conspiracy theory that the industry is all teaming up together to try to destroy Drake.
No, I don't.
As a
subscribe.
collective.
I
The
don't.
game
I
is
don't,
in disarray.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that only because, like I said, I know that he's turned it down for a few years already.
But to your point,
been
it is
offered
a
to
very
do it.
specific time that Kendrick is getting it.
This is a very specific time from a specific record alleging a very specific thing about somebody.
And we also already have the conspiracy theory that Hove has tried to destroy Drake before from behind the scenes. You guys
there's
all
things
looked at
out
me
there
crazy
Drake-
when I said he sent Meek after Drake, and then we broke down the 30 for 30 freestyle, and you guys sort of were on my side with that conspiracy.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
We were.
but-
Nobody was on your side.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Drake
But-
rapped about it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
it's
saying
not my
I'm not
conspiracy
saying,
theory.
I'm
It's
not saying
Drake's.
he didn't rap
and-
about it, but I'm not
and I
saying
don't think he was
on
lying.
the side of the theory after I heard that record. Like, no, I mean, now, granted, we can't expect that Drake looks at Jay some type of way after this. We can expect that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's stupid
Jay-
to me.
Why?
Sorry, that's stupid to me. Because I feel like, first of all, like you said, Kendrick would have gotten this eventually. If you're saying it was offered to Drake allegedly and Drake kept turning it down, then who would be the next rapper to do it? And if you're
Why does
going
it have to be a rapper to do it? They could have went with
Man.
a whole bunch of different artists.
Hov and them signed off on the promo that said there is no round twos, which is a direct shot to what Drake
Okay,
just
but
posted.
what y'all, it's like, okay, Jay-Z is a businessman and he's doing his job.
it's all about business.
of
For sure.
working
This
with
is all
Super Bowl.
business.
No, but so that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are like, well, why?
But you could
But I
feel some
still,
type
yeah, I
of way.
still look at
type of
people
way.
a certain way
You can feel
sometimes
some
when it's
type of
just
way about
business.
people in
But
business.
this is the time for him to do it. This is the time. It shouldn't be next year. It shouldn't be the year after. This is the time for you to do it. Eventually, Kendrick was going to get his own Super Bowl. If you're going to give it to him, this would be the perfect time to give it to him.
Of course.
So
we
I
got
don't think
part.
that there's anything personal in that.
Or
It's
is it personal that Drake turned it down and then Hov was like, all right, I got a trick for you.
I don't think Hov. I mean, I'm saying this as if I know, but I don't think that decision came out of spite. I think it just, to Damaris's point, like, when will Kendrick be bigger? Pause. Like, this is his moment.
Hov is 50 Cent level petty too. Let's not forget how fucking petty Jay-Z is.
Very calculated, very intentional.
But are him and Drake on bad terms? Like, where did that?
Well, I mean,
a move like this could assume that.
And
that's the case.
now it raises that question.
Yeah,
because Drake has said some things about Rihanna that I'm sure Jay didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a bar about Megan that I'm sure Jay didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
So Drake has said some things that Jay probably has heard and was like, I ain't like that. Like, I'm not feeling that. I ain't like that.
They definitely had a rocky relationship. They've had ups and downs, and
it's kind of like you ever had a relationship with somebody and you like, yo, I don't think homie fuck with me, but I'm not really sure. Like, we ain't never had that. Like, yo, we good. Like, cause it seemed like it's weird.
I've had that a lot.
Air and energy every time we're either around or I see you in an interview. It's like sometimes things you say is kind of like, damn, that felt like it was kind of like, a little shade or a little like he didn't feel some type of way. Or you see like, okay, he must have heard what I said. He didn't like that.
Yes, I mean.
So then you don't really see each other. So you just feel like the next time we're in the same room, there might be an awkward energy. There might be a little, that air where it's like, yo, let me holler at you. Like, yo, let's go over here. Let's talk real quick. Like, when you just got to get some things out, like, it happens. So do we think that this is the case here? I think so.
Well, Nicki Minaj apparently does too, because in the current moment, she is crashing out, and her label, well, whoever works for her Twitter is like trying to delete tweets as she's going. So one of her first tweets was, one nigga took a knee, the other nigga took a bag, got everything in the world, still spiteful and evil, disgusting, be happy, I beg, go be fucking happy, nigga. In rap business and women business, when you got the politicians and the police, you good though. Plus that ugly Laffy Taffy alien left on my fucking ass off. Denying a young black man.
I don't even know. You just saying, who is she talking about?
Even talking about?
Jay-Z.
That's what I call it.
Jay an ugly alien?
Laffy Taffy.
She's referring to Lil Wayne not getting the Super Bowl look.
Yeah,
and someone took a knee and then someone took a bag is in reference that after the Colin Kaepernick thing, Hov said, we're done with kneeling, we're over kneeling in his announcement for the Super Bowl shit.
She said
that's directly about Jay. I don't think that's really
he gonna get you niggers in line every fucking time, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego, your hatred for Birdman. Drake and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT. Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. A white man shit sad house nigger tings, but it's good for them. No loyalty. Well, then niggas gonna keep sunning you. She's just like, she said something like, I've been told you niggas, but y'all wanted to go to brunch. Like, she's going like, and her whoever is in charge is like deleting her tweets as she's sending.
Now, I'm not gonna go again. We love Wayne. Y'all probably love Wayne more than I do because of the era y'all came up. But I just don't feel like Wayne has Super Bowl stage records.
But one could say the same thing about Kendrick.
But while we're on the Wayne performance,
you can't though.
Why can't?
If you have Wayne,
because
he's bringing out Nicki, which is Super Bowl worthy. I think he would bring out, Drake would do that with Wayne. Like, that would be
his set. Yes.
They could have a conversation that would make that make sense. Like, when you put it in context. Yeah, just Wayne by himself, maybe that wouldn't get it done. But if we know for a fact Wayne is going to bring out these guests, that makes it Super Bowl worthy to me. So
yeah, but
why can't Jay have that conversation? But how do we make this work?
Again, the reason why I'm not leaning so much on that Wayne shit is because outside of it just being in New Orleans, people wouldn't have brought Wayne's name up.
I was going to say, you guys keep saying Wayne as if he's like the only other option. I don't think he would have gotten this anyway.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But because it's in New Orleans and people would say, oh, well, why not Wayne? Like, I get it. I understand why the optics would lead somebody to say that. But I'm thinking about the business. I'm thinking about the show, the performance. I don't know
Relevancy.
I don't know if Wayne is Super Bowl, if he's there.
Because this narrative,
He's a legend, obviously, but because he said something, didn't he say something? He was putting the album out, how bad he wanted the Super Bowl, but then the album never came out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you didn't even put the album out that you were saying, like, I want this Super Bowl bad, it's in New Orleans, like, and then the album never even happened. So it's like,
still time.
Yeah, but
like this narrative only started to Maul's point, like with the Wayne thing. I think only because Kendrick's a rapper. Now they're
That's
like,
what it
okay,
was.
let's look at it. Who's another rapper.
If they said Taylor Swift, I don't think nobody
No
would have
one
been
would say
like,
Lil Wayne.
yo, Lil Wayne should have got it.
Also, like we went to the Wayne show at where was the one we went to? Radio City?
Apollo.
Wayne is not a great live performer.
I told y'all this when we were there.
I
Y'all
love
tried
Wayne's
to kill me for
music,
that.
but he's not a great performer. Kendrick is a fucking showman.
But
his shit's like theater.
Yeah, but if Wayne got the Super Bowl bag, he would have the team around him to put together a great show.
But what would he do?
Like it would not be the same set that we saw at the Apollo.
He would still have to remember his lyrics.
Rory, of course not. Of course it wouldn't be the same set. We know that. But to what Julian is saying is something that I feel as well. It's like, if this was anybody outside of a rapper, if this was anybody outside of Kendrick, I don't think anybody on the internet would be saying, yo, Lil Wayne, y'all snubbed him. That's fucked up. Like, I don't see that. But because it's a rapper, it's another rapper. Now they're saying, oh, well, if y'all was going to go with a rapper, why not go with the rapper that's from that city, that's a legend, that has done major things in this industry, then put on some of the biggest artists ever? Why not give it to him?
I'll go with the deeper snub. Had it been another artist, they could have brought Wayne out. Even like, let's say, for example, Rihanna did this year. It's in New Orleans. She would have the opportunity to pay homage to the city that was there and bring out Lil Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that would never bring out Lil Wayne was just booked. He's never gonna pop out on a Kendrick set. Any other artist though, that would have been, I don't give a fuck who it could have been Maroon 5.
He's not
they're going to do a surprise guest with Wayne in New Orleans.
He's not gonna pop out because of the obvious.
Now he can't even pop up, like, because he would never do that.
Can you even go to the game? Like, what are the rules on that now? Can you go to the game?
Wayne
like,
not going to that game.
That's now I'm thinking, unless the Packers make it, he would probably
I was about
go.
to say.
But yeah, to Maul's point, like this is in February. We have so much lead up time in terms of what other content pieces are going to happen. Like what other, if any, announcements are going to, follow suit. I think there's a lot.
Does Kendrick put out an album before or after the Super Bowl?
Usually people do stuff like this before, no?
Because usually after.
Well, when The Weeknd did it, he dropped, it was either the week before or after, he dropped the greatest hits. And because we know the Super Bowl.
You put something out that's going to obviously capitalize.
I can see him
momentum.
putting it out the Friday of Super Bowl weekend.
Because the Super Bowl obviously is a huge bump in streams, and to inject a new piece of music into that would be great. Whether it is like a compilation thing of some records or a new project.
Yeah.
But that round two, I really wouldn't be thinking about this Drake angle so much if he'd not said no round twos in that fucking promo.
No, bro, he's there because of this whole momentum off the Drake shit. We know that. Again, not saying he wouldn't have gotten it eventually. He got it now. They announced that now this year, coming off of the momentum between the moment with him and Drake. That's obvious.
If you don't like it though,
we know that.
Like, look at the chess moves that are happening. Like, this has gotten insane.
This is crazy.
This has gone so far.
Yeah.
A Super Bowl promo is about a rap beef.
Right.
You know how fucking crazy that is?
But this is why I asked, does that record get performed? Because I'm telling y'all now, if they let him perform that record in full, it's some bigger shit going on that we don't know.
Amazon just gave him a bag to do it like 15 times.
That's why. This is why I'm trying to. I'm just saying, if they allow that on that Super Bowl stage, that is insane.
Yeah.
That is in fucking insane.
I mean,
how many people from Amazon were
throwing
on
up gang
FC
signs and crip walking and shit? Like,
yeah, but the Super Bowl is a way bigger stage than,
of course, yeah,
Kendrick at the fucking, in LA and Inglewood. Like this is the Super Bowl we're talking about. There's people that are tuning in that don't even know who the fuck Kendrick is. So we're talking about that type of audience, and then him getting that off in front of that audience.
But this is where I have to give Kendrick, outside of being the first now solo rapper to do the halftime show, he has to be the first performer ever to have a song play twice at a Super Bowl halftime show. Because he's going to do all right. And he did all right with Dre.
Mm-hmm.
To have one song play twice in a Super Bowl halftime is insane. That's nuts.
I mean, I'm interested.
That's not crazy.
It is. The whole thing is crazy. I mean, that's why
we only got Purple Rain once.
Right, but it rained. It did rain though, so that was God. But yeah,
or the weather machines.
I don't know, man. This is again. I think we have to wait and see if.
Who does he bring out? Does he bring out U2 to do that awful song?
No, God, I hope not.
Damn is a classic, but that's the only Kendrick song I really dislike.
Which one?
The one featuring U2. I forgot the name of it. Who does he bring out? Is there really a conspiracy against Drake and Rihanna comes out?
That would be just weird.
Why?
Oh, for loyalty?
Yeah. I could see it.
I can't.
He's been playing with her family's name.
Yeah, I could see that.
But the lyrics to Loyalty,
not like it's a diss, but like
no. But what I'm saying, the lyrics to Loyalty is that's another song that they would have to clean up. You probably wouldn't even be able to hear it because it would have to be so clean. Girl, that pussy good is to die for is like the chorus. Like,
I mean, but they already have to clean up certified lover boy, certified pedophile. So while they're at it, they might as well clean that up.
I mean, even we probably shouldn't show the graphic because it's an NFL clip, but even the choreography of this 2-minute Kendrick piece from the Dre Super Bowl is insane.
Yeah.
I can't, he's going to do it insane.
I mean, when Maul went to the Mr. Morale show, we came right in here and said it was one of the greatest performances we had ever seen. I know Kendrick is going to smoke it.
Yeah.
But does he just do it by himself? You guys don't think he brings any surprise guests out?
No, I think
he has to. I don't think he can do that stage solely by himself. I think he has to bring some other artists out to do some of the records they have together.
I mean, it speaks to his genius, but he's not really like a feature guy like that.
Yeah,
that's also like I don't know who he would really bring out because he doesn't really do that.
Baby Keem.
I mean, definitely got to bring SZA, right?
Imagine
SZA. I think is definitely popping out. What's the amazing record they have off the Black Panther soundtrack?
All the Stars.
All
the Stars is a great Super Bowl
SZA's
record.
Probably gonna come out for All Stars. That's a huge record.
Mm-hmm.
You think Future comes out and they do what's that shit?
That?
No. Well,
if they do like that,
Jesus Christ. No, but they have that other song, La Di Da Di Da. What's that one?
I don't
Miss me with that bullshit. You know,
great record.
gang, man,
Oh
you
yeah,
the
they
terrorist.
might. Yeah.
That's a Kendrick record.
yeah. Future would be crazy to bring out.
That'd be a fun. J-Rock's on that record too. I don't remember the name of it, but that's a great song.
I would have to respect it if he literally just brings out Baby Keem.
Yo.
Like just as his hype man, like yeah.
King's dad.
That's the best big cousin on earth.
Jay is really niggerfying the Super Bowl, ain't he?
Well, that's again.
I'm not gonna say anything.
People mad at it not being, I guess, Wayne because it's in New Orleans, but it's like the performances that they've had since they've taken over
Yeah.
have been amazing. Like the artists have been amazing that they've had perform.
Well, and I give Hove a lot of credit for that because, like we were talking about a few weeks ago, thinking it had to be Taylor. Like, there's no way the NFL is going to continue to let Jay just do this.
Yeah.
So I give him credit. I cannot believe that they were like, yeah, you can do Kendrick Lamar.
Well, because the views are higher than they've been in years.
When did Jay take over?
Right before the pandemic, I think.
Who was the first one?
Did he do Shakira,
2019,
J-Lo?
Yeah, that was his first one with Shakira and J-Lo.
Okay, and I'm looking at this list. I mean, outside of them, like, there's literally no white people. Eminem would be the whitest person.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Weeknd, the Dre one, and then, Rihanna, Usher.
It's been phenomenal.
Amazing artists. But yeah, to your point, we haven't served that, middle America.
Do we think
pop
Usher?
fan
Do we
base.
think Kendrick beats? He gets more views than Usher did. I don't think anybody would get close to Mike outside of maybe Beyonce or Taylor Swift, but
Possibly.
I think Taylor Swift would have done that.
Possibly. I think possibly.
I don't know.
you think Kendrick beats Usher?
Possibly not because of how I feel about Kendrick or his talent. I think
Just
it's
the
more
moment.
because of the moment.
I don't know.
Possibly.
But this moment, you think that moment is? I guess once the Super Bowl comes around in February, even if you're not thinking about the record up until that day, you're gonna think about the record again and the performance. And is he gonna double down on the diss? Like I think all of that comes back in February 2025.
And people
And
are gonna
obviously-
watch to see Drake's reaction because I'm sure he'll post something on a story or you know what I mean. He'll
Rap
just,
fans will do that. Like Usher, my mom was excited for Usher. Like it's a different monster with views. With
Yeah.
someone like that.
Yeah, but
Kendrick,
there's
Kendrick,
also
even though he is a huge artist, highest grossing tour, whatever, he is still a rapper.
that is our crowd.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, but no, you saying our crowd like rap isn't the bro.
it is the biggest genre now.
I'm like y'all acting like y'all don't know like Kendrick's fan base.
It's huge.
Like they
Yeah,
they
but-
attacked us for weeks. Like I feel like y'all should know them. Like yes, granted, your mom is excited for Usher, but like the little white boy in his basement in fucking Kansas City is excited for fucking.
Don't talk about Peeg like
Kendrick.
that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he just
Pete.
right.
He's just like, yeah. yeah.
On his birthday,
He made it
like,
out of that basement.
I'm sorry, Pete.
Pete, you wanted to see Usher, right?
Fuck yeah.
I feel like Kendrick. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I think it's possible though. Usher's numbers are gonna be hard to beat, but I think it's possible.
I wonder what the
I don't think Kendrick is gonna get close to Usher numbers.
I wonder what the ratio of who's playing in the Super Bowl, if that
Also
like
contributes?
attributes to what the
Yeah.
halftime is. That could be,
We need
What
the
do you mean?
script.
of course, the script. If they put together the entire line from week one of who's going to the Super Bowl, but
Yeah, KCC. If KCC goes again, it's gonna be.
yeah, like
I've
If it's
never
not-
even called him that.
if it's not huge market teams, sometimes I would assume the ratings would be different. No,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why you book somebody for the halftime that has a huge audience.
Mhm.
Because if the game is not as, the popular teams didn't make it, it's still like, okay, but we have an audience coming in at halftime that's going to tune in because of this art.
but I feel like, and again, I don't know the stats. It's just my feeling. Like when it was Brady versus Mahomes, I feel like that probably was a higher rated Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
because everyone was tuning in to see those two go against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the teams would play somewhat of a role in who even is watching the game and keeping their TV on during halftime. I could be wrong though.
Well, listen, man. Everybody was hitting my phone, texting me. They thought I was gonna go crazy. I'm just, what you want me to do, man? I mean, I'm just laughing because it's like all of this off of that record. Again, he would have gotten one eventually. We know that. I'm just saying the timing of it. Very intentional, very specific to that record. And that's the only thing that I'm kind of looking at. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see who performs in 26. That is when we're gonna be like, okay, now we could really tie this shit together and know what's going on. Because now, if Jay performs in 2026,
I mean, it's
we're gonna have to
it's,
look back at
it's
this.
coming eventually.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely, we know that. But then that's when it's gonna become very okay.
If SZA doesn't come out on Kendrick's set, I can see SZA being the following year. I can see them doing that.
Back
She-
back
Nah,
TDE.
SZA. Oh, that's too early. SZA.
It's too early.
That's too
in his
early, bro.
career.
If
Yeah.
fuck it, man, and we at the next one, 27. SZA at 26 already?
Yeah.
A Super Bowl? Nah, bro, that's
No.
too soon.
No,
That's and we love SZA, but goddamn,
Look at the numbers SZA does.
I'm not
It's
saying
not about
we know
that.
bro. We know she.
Yes,
does
it is
numbers.
about numbers. We were just
But-
saying it's
no,
about
not
numbers.
selling.
But right now-
selling numbers and Super Bowl numbers are different kind of numbers. Usher last album sold shit, but he went triple platinum at the Super
But
Bowl.
he's Usher.
But that's what I'm
That's the thing.
saying.
But you saying that means like the Super Bowl usually tends to lean more towards legacy than the moment. This
Yeah.
is like to me, honestly, one of the
This is as
first
close to
times
the
they've
moment.
done a moment.
This is
to
as
me
close
If-
to,
if we-
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like,
But even
If
with
we
that,
get a
Kendrick's
SZA
like 10
album-
years in.
If we get a SZA album in 2025 and it does, which it probably will, the same as SOS and Control, if not more, she would be ready, in my opinion, if she has another album for 2026.
before
If she
Taylor?
owns 2025,
they got.
I mean, Taylor over everyone. I just
Taylor's
feel like
gonna
she's
get a
just
Super
said no.
Bowl. Unless she's turning it down, Taylor's gonna get a Super Bowl soon.
She has to be turning it down. There's no way they
There's
don't ask Taylor Swift
zero
every single
chance.
year.
Yeah, there's
What
no
if they
way.
offer Drake the 26 one and he takes it in California?
I don't see that
Hmm.
happening.
Why not?
Because well then
He turned it down the last few years. But they'd be like, yo, you want to do next
well,
year?
to your point of him turning it, and now look with his relationship with Jay, why would he do him a favor? I mean, I get it's like a mutual thing, but like, why would he do that? Why would he? Like, what would be the reason to do that?
I mean, if Kendrick is using the promo to continue with the beef. What's the line that Drake said that he could go to LA with all his chains on or something?
Go to
Head to
Delilah
Delilah?
with all of my ice. Go to Delilah with all of my ice.
Him performing at the Super Bowl in LA with all of his ice. Yeah, that's a move. I could see him doing that.
What if Drake just does a fucking independent live stream like during the Super Bowl halftime or something? Something to pull viewers.
He'd be playing himself.
Yeah, OD.
He'd play himself.
All right.
It's the Super Bowl halftime. People are going to tune into that.
What if,
No
no
matter
I'm saying,
who-
like, what if Drake went live on like Steak or Twitch or whatever, something like that?
Yeah, it's not enough bandwidth. That ain't the Super Bowl bandwidth. We not on Twitch. Nobody's sitting on Twitch
I mean,
for the Super Bowl halftime show,
if
bro.
it was sponsored by Steak, maybe
Fam, you gonna
throw
have
some
to,
second half
man,
bets out there.
Not with Pepsi and Apple Music. That ain't the bandwidth.
And isn't Apple Drake's thing? That's another relationship we haven't even discussed.
Does Apple still host it? Like, are they still sponsors?
That I'm not sure of.
I think
the
that might
Yeah,
be
the
not.
Super Bowl is Apple
Yeah, they
Music.
just did. Usher last year, didn't they?
Apple.
Yeah,
They
I'm
are.
not sure if they're doing
At the end of this
again.
Kendrick promo, it says Apple Music.
Oh, okay.
But what about that relationship, Drake and Apple?
I mean, at this point,
That's
I feel
why
like
I said if they allow Kendrick to go up there and he's saying those words, and it's Apple and Pepsi behind that, it's other shit going on that we just don't have enough money to know about yet.
But Drake taking that personal, like, what? All right, what is he going to do with that? Pull his music off Apple?
No, I'm not saying taking that personal. I'm just saying that is
Like Drake is
something-
Drake, but Apple is Apple. Like,
we got that. But I'm just saying that is something to kind of look at. Like, it's just interesting. This is obviously an artist that Apple is heavily invested in.
In 2016, he signed a promotional deal with Apple for $19 million. And that was in 2016. I'm sure there's been a re-sign of negotiations since then. But yeah,
That's a low ball right
Apple
there.
hosts OVO Sound. They've obviously supported Drake throughout.
There's been
his
talk about
career.
Drake being signed as an artist to Apple. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
So we know what the relationship is like.
And I just feel like that's just like
They said
what
he signed a LeBron-sized deal with
If-
them in 2022.
if Kendrick goes to Whole Foods now, Drake not going to Whole Foods. Like this is a major.
Nah, it's up for Whole Foods.
Like what the fuck? Like it's a major.
Yeah, we had
fucking
catch us
thing.
at Trader
Like,
Joe's.
it
Fuck
is
that.
What it is. Niggas is doing that
Drake,
job.
Drake could buy up all the ear ones.
Yeah,
so Kendrick can't
we
even
had
go in
Trader
LA.
Joe's. Kendrick go to fucking Whole Foods. We had Trader Joe's with it. Fuck out of here.
But I mean, this will be a moment. This is dragging this beef to next year.
That's what.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
now,
yeah.
now your shit
We
is-
thought we were over it. Now,
This is what I'm trying
at
to say.
minimum,
We
it's still
drag-
2025.
We going into at least February 2025 with this shit.
And Drake, I mean, I'm saying this off of what I think would happen. Drake's got to be dropping at some point. No? I mean, outside of these like singles and this
Well, I
plot
mean, he
twist
said that
rollout.
him and Party have one coming at Party show in Toronto. So we'll probably get that before the year's out.
All right, how does it look if Drake, because he's been alluding to this round 2 shit for a few weeks. What if Drake starts dropping a bunch of direct disses, like not subliminal shots in songs, straight up disses?
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like in 2025 for Not Like Us? Like you're gonna do the older record?
Mm-hmm.
If he sends a bunch of direct shots, Kendrick has to reply.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He's a rapper.
You always
He's
think he
an
has
MC.
to reply. No, just because somebody shoots at you, you don't have to reply. Especially if you already battled with them. The general consensus is that you won, and then you come back months later and want to shoot back shots. No, somebody does not have to reply to you.
I believe Kendrick clearly won. But if Drake comes back with good direct disses and Kendrick does not reply, I think that makes him look crazy.
This one was
How?
kind of
Because
direct.
Then when does it end? When does it end?
Never.
No,
That's insane.
Yeah, it's
and
never gonna
stupid.
end.
At the
Never
2026
ends.
Super Bowl when Drake performs.
the last song that Drake,
That's when it's over?
the last song he put out, No Face, is to me from the ones he's put out the most direct shots he's taken at Kendrick and
but still
everyone
more,
else since
just
the
more
beef.
subs. I like that record a lot, but I don't count it like as part of this beef.
Oh no!
Just-
I'm just saying this seems to be the most direct in terms of him talking about the situation, whereas the other records weren't.
Yeah.
It's going to get interesting, is all I'm saying. It's going to get, like, it's interesting now, but I think we're just starting to see what's going on behind, like, the doors and in the offices and the conversations that are happening and the sides and the lines that people are standing up behind and things like that. I think we're just starting to get a little peek of what may be happening with that.
Have you spoken to him since the announcement?
Yeah, spoke briefly.
About the Super Bowl, or you guys were just like talking about week one?
No, the Super Bowl.
Week one
Of
About
the
the Super Bowl? No, man.
Week one.
No, it was about the announcement. You know, it was just regular shit. Laughed and he gave me his thoughts on how he felt about it and what he thought was going on. But it was
Is that something you can share on mic?
What he said.
Yeah.
No, I would never do.
Okay.
That. But he's not.
I figured I'd try.
Yeah, no.
I kind of knew the answer.
It's
Appreciate
just
you, Rory.
Yeah.
a lot of it is just laughing, man. It's just like like word, like this is what y'all want to see. Like,
Yeah,
okay, all right.
we do.
Obviously, people don't. Like, the whole internet is upset about it. So.
The whole internet is not upset about it.
What?
There are people who wanted the Wayne
Nicki Minaj
thing.
is going crazy.
That's because Nicki Minaj.
Other people have expressed how this pick was like, what the fuck? Like, why not this person? Like, why
not Lil Wayne?
nobody had Kendrick. Like, we sat here and named a bunch of names. Not one of us said Kendrick Lamar.
There's a lot of people that are happy, and there's also a
Kendrick
large
fans
crowd
are happy. Yes, absolutely.
that
We know
wanted
that.
to see
I'm
Wayne.
saying that when we were talking about the Super Bowl halftime show and who was next, nobody in here, and I didn't see nobody on the internet say Kendrick. That's all I'm saying. Nobody on any other platform. He wasn't one of the names. The one consensus name was Taylor Swift. She get more camera time than fucking Pat Mahomes now if she's at a Chiefs game. Like,
She just also at the U.S. Open final, they showed her and Travis about 30 times.
this is what I'm saying. So everybody was like, it got to be Taylor. She didn't have one yet.
How
She's
shocked
probably
was
the
she?
biggest artist in the world. Like, you said how shocked was she?
She
At a tennis match.
She
That's so much action.
yeah.
She had to keep up with her surprise facial
Sinner
reaction.
won the match, but Taylor ended up getting the trophy somehow.
Yeah, you got to give it to
Yeah.
Taylor. Just thank you for coming.
Where did Nicki and Hov's relationship sour? Is that documented publicly of what happened? Because they were at one point very close. Then around the Meek breakup, I feel like Nicki started to hate Hov. And I don't know if it was something specific with Dez, who's the CEO of Roc Nation,
Mm-hmm.
but Nicki brings up Dez a lot on Twitter when she wants to shit on Hov. I don't really know what happened.
It's probably just that, all business things that she felt like Roc Nation didn't do, or she just feels like I don't want to be affiliated with that. Like, people have their reasons, man. I don't really get into who don't like who. It's just like, all right, cool. It is what it is. Obviously, these are all people that are successful in the music business, huge artists. They probably have crossed paths in business at some point, turned down business with each other at some point. Maybe that's part of it. But when things like this happen, people get very vocal and express, their displeasures and how they feel. And obviously, Nicki has been expressing things for a while about shit that she see people doing. And she like, nigga, I don't fuck with that. Like, so I mean, this is just another one of those things, man. Like I said, I just think it's gonna be interesting from here on out, the moves that are made and what happens, because we're gonna really start seeing relationships and who fucks with who and who's not doing that. And I think that's gonna get very loud in the next 2 years.
I just think it's noteworthy when she goes from doing 2 Beyonce collabs,
Mm-hmm.
doing shows together with Beyonce, to within a year hating Hov. Like,
Yeah.
it was a quick turnaround.
Mhm.
I'm just curious what really happened.
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's some business shit, some behind the scenes shit.
I'm gonna blame Meek.
I saw you bring that up. I saw you try to sprinkle that in. Like, it seems like it was ever since.
But it was around that time. I don't know. Did Meek got Hov in the divorce?
Mm.
Is that what happened?
Damn.
There was a custody battle, and
I don't know.
Nicki had to draw some.
Tweet Nicki. She'll tell you right now. She's gonna tell everything.
right. Now's the time.
She's gonna let all her feelings out now. Nah, because they did this bum ass shit. Oh, that's why you don't fuck with them. Okay.
She
I
said,
feel like you should call her right now on speaker and just let her rant.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Leave Nicki alone. Let her have her moment on Twitter.
That's funny.
I hate losing friends in a divorce.
What?
Like when your friends break up,
Yeah.
or like and you gotta choose one.
You mean like if they're in
If-
a relationship and
if
you
it-
cool with both of them?
Mm-hmm. Or even if it's 2 friends that you were friends with, like 2 friends, and then the friends split, and it's like, damn, now we can't all hang out together. I gotta like choose a friend. Friends in relationships, it sucks.
I tweet
love
Nicki
that type
about
of
it.
shit. I love that.
Really?
You love that?
I love making it awkward. Like, yo, y'all don't know if he gonna show up, huh? Everybody sitting there like, yo, like
See, you need healing too.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that healing. Fuck that.
Just go to the roulette table and grab all the dice.
You brought up Beyonce. Did you guys see that she didn't get any nominations for the Country Music Awards this year?
Which is one nuts, but even further, the fact that she's not performing. Back to numbers, ratings, and the audiences that you want to watch your event. The amount of people that would never watch the Country Music Awards that would watch it because Beyonce was performing
They don't want y'all.
would change their ratings and add dollars times 10.
Not wanting black people to watch something is
They
crazy.
don't want y'all to watch that.
They're not even there. They're just watching at home.
And I mean, again, I don't know a lot about country music, but that was an elite album to me. Like, it's really, really, really
It's
good.
an amazing album.
So I don't get it. I mean, I get it. I
You
know
get
why.
it. You know
I was about to
exactly
say.
why.
I know,
Why
but
not?
like, it's
Yeah, we ain't gonna sit here and act like we don't know why.
just crazy in
And
plain
it's funny
sight right
because
now.
that's our music. That's black music. That's what's really insane about them not wanting to, like, you know, have Beyonce first of all, not being nominated for that album.
Not performing is insane.
Well, I think they pair.
Well,
'cause
Beyonce was never. Well, first of all, Beyonce was not going to perform if she wasn't nominated.
That's my
Do
point.
y'all act like y'all act
She's
like
not
y'all
going to
know
go there to
Beyonce?
do a show.
Beyonce
and not
doesn't go
win an
anywhere
award.
if she's not nominated.
Fuck nominated if she's not winning. Like, she won't come to the Grammys unless they know she's winning an award. Like, get the fuck.
Yeah, because like you
True.
put Beyonce in that category, that album for category for best new country album. Who beats Beyonce?
I don't know enough about country, so
you don't got to know enough about country. You know,
Well,
nobody had a
Shaboozey-
better.
I would
Did
only
Shaboozey
hope
release an album or
Beyonce
just a
and
single?
Jelly Roll would clean up. Like, that's, and I guess Post Malone. So
Post Malone's
and
probably
neither,
gonna
and
sweep.
neither one of them have a better country album this year than
It's funny because I mean, if they're trying to blackball Beyonce, the new kid on the scene, Shaboozey, black country singer or artist, he's got the #1 record for the 8th week in a row, and I would find it hard pressed if he wasn't performing at the CMAs.
yeah, it's kind of.
but no Beyonce. Got it.
It's in plain sight,
No, I get it. I understand. We're not watching that shit anyway.
Nope.
but we all would have.
So
Sure.
it looks
I
like
watched the one with the Dixie Chicks too.
Shaboozey, Post Malone, and Morgan Wallen looks like they have the most nominations.
Jelly Roll's performing or just most nominations?
I don't
Oh, he's just leading with. All right.
Yeah.
At least they got Jelly Roll.
I might tune in to
I
watch.
feel a little bit better.
I ain't gonna lie. Depending on what Lainey Wilson, what she do, I might have to tune in to see Lainey.
Mm.
Yeah.
What if Kendrick performs?
Shaboozey did tweet
At
this.
the country. At the
What if,
CMA.
what if he does not like us there?
The country version.
the country version of Not Like Us?
Shaboozey did tweet this after the getting the nominations, thanking Beyonce for opening the door, starting the conversation, and giving us one of the most innovative country albums of all time. So that's
So it takes
That's the
Shaboozey.
Kanye movement.
class act.
Takes Shaboozey to give Beyonce her flowers on social media, but not the CMAs.
Yo,
Got it.
how you have Dolly Parton on your album like 3 times and it doesn't get nominated?
That's fucking crazy.
Like, how is that possible? You did a Beatles cover.
You know how it's
Like-
possible, man. You know exactly how it's possible. There's only one way that's possible.
That is sick.
Very intentional.
One of my favorites is coming back.
One with clear eyes too.
He looks like he's going through it. Look like Rory off the elevator
Yeah,
this
right.
morning.
I know that look. Yeah, going into the fall, could definitely use a new Weekend album. So I'm excited.
Gotta have a new Weekend album. You know, when it starts to get cold at night, you gotta listen to that music that, hey, I might end it all right here. I don't know.
to listen to his Cold Heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. Is there any other new music? On Friday, I feel like it was a very bare new music Friday. Before we get off music, there was one Fashion Week like FOMO moment that I wish I wasn't in Vegas. Wu-Tang performed on the Staten Island Ferry for the Tommy Hilfiger fashion show.
Fire.
Like, that's the coolest shit in the world to me.
Yeah, fire.
I love that. I wish I could have been. I wonder if it was free. I mean, the Staten Island Ferry is free.
Ferry is free.
It's invite. You know that was invite only.
Yo, going to the ferry and going to the list line is hilarious to me. Like, no, that shit is free every day.
Yeah.
I'm getting on this fucking boat. But I think that's a really, really cool idea. And I'm not like a big Fashion Week event guy, but that would be something I would.
That was
love.
a very unique thing.
Yeah, I think it
Tommy
was
Hilfiger
really,
put
really
together.
cool.
Yeah.
And shout out, Staten Island doesn't get enough love, so I think that's also cool that they did that. But I didn't really see any other Fashion Week events, but I wasn't on my timeline like that. Was there anything else that was cool?
I didn't go to anything. Saint had an impromptu performance. Shout out to Saint. He had came by the studio last week while he was here for Fashion Week. He had an impromptu performance at Marquee, I think Friday.
Okay.
So I went with him to that. But he was running around.
Oh, you were at Marquee?
Friday, I think it was.
He was there with AR.
All right.
Yeah, but
No,
AR,
different night.
AR writer.
different night.
Different night.
But other than that, I didn't do any Fashion Week events though. Other than that,
There you. Do we have voicemails?
You've got mail.
We do. Do you want to talk about the woman from Chicago?
Oh yes.
I
oh
have-
wait. Before we get into that, happy birthday, Marvin from Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Your girlfriend Diana reached out to me via DM. She wanted us to send you a special happy birthday. So happy birthday, Marvin from Amsterdam.
And what a great girlfriend.
Yeah, she made sure that she told me how much he listened to us. She actually sent me a voice note. She was in the house with him. He was actually listening to the show while she was
Oh, that's what's up.
messaging me. So shout out to Marvin. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
All right, do we got some voicemails?
Yeah, so I think it was last episode I was telling Julian that there was a girl at our Chicago show. The unicorn,
yes.
the Ukrainian Jew.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
bleep it.
that's what she is. I mean,
Which is funny because she added in here as her name. Her
She's a
name and then
unicorn
in
now.
parentheses
she
unicorn.
was a unicorn. But she told me in the DMs that she sent this voicemail about at the end of our show in Chicago, she was like proposed for a threesome with a couple that was there. And I couldn't wait to hear the details of that story. So she re-recorded the voicemail so it would be on top. So I'm excited.
Here we go.
Hey, Rory, Maul, Demaris, and Julian. My name's Alina. I was the Chicago unicorn in more ways than one.
Hey.
I re-recorded this in case
What?
it makes it easier for Julian not to dig
Unicorn
through
is a
stuff.
sex term.
Appreciate
And I
it.
think I made that one a little too long, and you guys don't got to do all that. Basically, what had happened was after a fantastic live show that I really recommend anyone to go to if they're in your city or not in your city.
Unicorn.
I'd smoked after the meet and greet. I had another one rolled for the drive home. I'm excited. I'm in a great mood. And I'm walking to my car. There's a couple next to me. The guy goes, hey, can I ask you a question? I don't really look at him. I'm not trying to engage like that. So yeah, what's up, time? And he says, well, there's a sex shop down the street. I said,
Crazy opening. line.
oh, and I stop and I look at the couple, and I had been on set with the guy like a week ago. Like I've met him once before. Oh shit! Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, you're so great. Chopping it up, and I thought that was just their way to say like hi. Instead, he's like, hey, so like no, really, what should we get?
They say hi like dogs. They smell your ass
Handcuffs,
first.
What do you recommend?
Mm.
I made my best recommendation from my personal experiences, but that was it. We said bye and I kept it pushing. Did I misinterpret that? And am I the crazy person thinking people are trying to fuck me? Because I could be wrong. Help.
No, they was definitely trying to fuck you.
You should have
for
just
sure.
said, no, I'll get in the car with y'all. I'll go show you.
I'll show you, yeah.
But
And
that's,
if I
that's
remember-
very unsafe.
If I remember, she had a nice little shape.
Oh,
to her,
for sure.
right?
Yeah, she's very attractive.
no, they was trying to fuck.
100%.
They was trying to do.
Yo, look at our live shows, man.
Yeah.
We got some freaks in there.
What do you think she recommended? What toys do you think she recommended?
Definitely the rose. Probably the Jack Rabbit thing.
What was that?
It goes in your vagina and tickles your clitoris at the same time.
Wasn't our Chicago show on a Sunday?
That's
That's
a
what
sick
sex
Monday.
shop is open at that time.
A sick Monday.
I mean, listen, man.
Restaurants weren't even open at that time. It was like Sunday at 11 p.m.
That's why you gotta have a sex shop open. You can eat something else.
What do you think that couple's like ratio is with the amount of times that works? That's a bold thing to just come out with. Like, yo, it's a
Yeah.
sex shop. You want to roll? Like that's had to
Yeah,
have worked.
But you
before.
got to get to it because if you linger around it, like people really don't catch the hint sometimes.
No. You better hint your ass. You better hint. In this time and age, or your ass podium.
No, if you got a woman with you, good.
That is
That's
true.
it's
That is the-
awful.
that is the
Morally,
pushing.
that's wrong. But what I'm saying is,
And you
It
got to
would-
let her talk.
yeah,
That was their mistake.
She
He
should-
shouldn't have led with
She
that
should do the fishing.
because that's creepy from a
The
guy.
woman should talk.
Oh, yeah.
The woman should approach you and then show you the guy, and then
And they probably should have led with like,
But
go
how
to
do
the
you-
sex store, we'll buy you stuff. It's on us.
Hold on, because
And then that could get us to there.
Demaris said the woman should talk and then be like, yo, and then that's the guy. So like in that time, like what am I doing? Like how am I holding my hands? I'm just standing in the cut like
Trying to look cool.
yeah, and he like, yo,
No,
that's
you
it
should
right-
be at the bar buying drinks.
But they were outside.
Oh,
Said she was walking to the
well,
car.
do something manly like pump gas or something. I don't know.
Do some push-ups.
Yeah, fuck.
Change a tire that doesn't need to be changed.
Yeah, like
This is not my car.
it's a rental.
No, I don't know whose car this is. I'm just changing the tire.
Need your oil changed? And then while you're doing that, your girl can.
Do something manly. Like don't just don't just stand there looking like a lost puppy.
But that's such an interesting point, Maul, because I would be so awkward in that situation, like not
Yeah,
knowing
how
what to do.
knowing that your girl went over there to tell another girl like, yo, me and my boyfriend trying to have a threesome and you're the guy. Like, and then you see the girl turn and look at you. It's like,
What's up?
like, how are you supposed to, like, what do you do in that moment? Like, you got to act like you don't see her looking at you? Like,
Because that's almost as awkward as like when the guys send their friend, like, yo, my friend wants to talk to you. And like, she just looks at you over there.
You're like,
you doing the most dumb shit. You just looking stupid.
That's a lose-lose situation. Like you can't unless the girl has already shown interest in you. Like that's such a lose situation. Like don't send your friend over to me, please.
You gotta stand like Jim Carrey does in Dumb and Dumber when he's in the orange suit and sends over
yeah.
his friend to talk to the girl and he's like sitting there with his ass out.
He pulled his jacket up to show his ass.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah,
And you
dumb
can't
shit.
send the fine friend with the chain.
okay, who are you speaking about?
I'm just saying you
Yeah,
can't
that's
send
like,
you
Sound a little
can't
specific.
you can't send the fine friend with the chain, man.
What does that mean exactly?
Cause that nigga come over here looking all good, smiling, chain shining, teeth shining. I'll be like, fuck, what's up with your friend? What's up with you?
Mhm.
Now you fucked up in the corner, thinking shit going good because we still talking.
And that's a rough situation for the guy. Because at that point, you're kind of like a shitty friend if you just keep talking to her. And then come back like, nah, she wanted to fuck me instead, bro.
Somebody got to
I'ma
get
go
the
with her.
number. Yeah,
That's
somebody
not
got
a
to get the
shitty
number.
friend. Like you don't, if she don't want you, she wants your friend. What I'm supposed to do? Turn like no. Either way, she wants your friend. She don't want you.
Wait, I found it. Look at.
This would be me
We wouldn't
in
get
this
de-
scenario.
We're not gonna get demonetized for this.
Yeah, but we can still laugh.
That's how
You're
you
looking at the
understand.
Jim Carrey clip for audio.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then he got his girl taken.
Yeah.
Bad
I-
friends.
I haven't had a threesome. I want to do. That's been too long.
Yo, he
What?
said it's been too
I
long.
want to have a
Like
threesome.
a teeth cleaning.
It's been too long.
No, it's been
talking
like
about?
2 years.
It's been too long.
How was
It's been too long
had-
since you played the
I haven't
last
had one in,
voicemail.
like-
Play another one.
8 years, 7 years. It's been a while.
with all the celebrities you were with over the weekend? What was it like being the least famous person? Did you get any rhythm from any girl?
Oh, nah. Hold on. Fuck that. He was in the club blowing bubbles.
Excuse me?
Oh shit! I didn't even tell you guys about the night I went out with Clay.
He had a bubble gun in the club blowing
Oh,
Oh,
bubbles.
I know you and
forgot
Clay did
about-
some nasty shit that night.
Clay is. This sounds so gay. Clay is very
Hard
fun
at.
to go out with.
I can't say.
Uh,
words.
No,
we-
he's a fun guy.
We had
Pause.
he was in town. Shout out Clay. It was his birthday. I'm trying to find the.
Shout out to Clay. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, it was his birthday weekend. So we were in the club.
Who shouted Clay out on the new Rory and Maul Instagram? I didn't get a shout out on the new Rory and Maul Instagram for my birthday. Why the fuck
You
did
know
Clay
Julian
get
did that
one?
while he was sitting next to Clay.
You know that.
No,
Yes.
no, because the day we went out wasn't his actual birthday. It was well, actually, yes, it was. Never mind.
Clay posted the video and you reposted the video.
Yeah, he posted a video of me with a bubble gun.
Yo, doing a back-to-back
Where did you even get that at?
weekend with
I don't
our
know.
two
It's just-
nastiest podcasts between. We know what Vinny has publicly said about how he moves.
Yeah.
And we know how Clay moves.
Seen it live.
Yeah,
and
but you know
active.
how I
Back-to-back
move.
is crazy.
But you guys know how I move, so like that, it's a good fit.
It's a nasty ass just entourage.
This was, I think I posted.
Blowing bubbles in the club is crazy.
This is the one that Clay. I recorded this knowing that you would probably make fun of me.
That looks like fun, though.
It was so fun. It was a
I
club.
love bubble blasters too, though.
It was upstairs. We were outside. It was a really that was a
what
great.
Recording
song
it-
was playing that had Clay's head
have
bopping
no
like
idea.
that?
Recording a man blowing bubbles hitting your lip and shit like that shit crazy, bro.
But
Lip
y'all not
mad,
asking,
wet
y'all
from
not
the
asking the
bubbles.
golden question.
Where was Selena Powell?
Where's the hoes at? There ain't no women over there.
No,
It's-
they
that's-
blowing bubbles at niggas.
what you
Fucking.
doing?
Yeah, there were no hose on.
Come on, fam.
definitely none.
Julian,
In this video, I don't see none at the
No,
table.
you're right. You're not wrong. I didn't.
You're
I
right.
don't think I talked to a single
y'all was at
girl that night.
Boxers?
I don't know what the name of that. It was somewhere in Midtown.
Yo,
That was fun.
Doing a club night with the fellas.
And bubbles?
It's
And
nuts.
bubbles? Yo, come on,
Ugh.
man.
Fuck.
This guy, because Clay went to some fashion party and he was getting drinks with this guy, Demaris, you'd appreciate. Damon.
What the fuck was he doing with the ops?
Oh yeah, I guess he's the bad guy on the show, right?
Fuck he doing?
Put some context to who the fuck that is.
Matt Smith is like the star of House of Dragons.
Okay.
His character's awful in the show, but he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Well, he's just an actor. He's not. That's actually not really.
This is him, but he has like the op face.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, he has another type of face we don't say on camera.
Hey,
I didn't say nothing. I said we can't say it on
shout
camera.
out to Matt Smith.
All right, sure. Can we play another one?
Yeah.
Here you go. I like this.
So I have a question. My partner proposed to me, and I don't necessarily like the ring that he got me.
Yikes.
I gave him suggestions about it, and it's not at all what I asked him for.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him about it, and he feels some type of way, obviously. But it's like, shouldn't I be able to get my dream ring? You know, because I thought about this for my whole life, and I just wanted a certain cut of ring. You know, he didn't get anything like how I got him. Yes, or I told him, yes, this ring is beautiful. Should I just be happy for what I got? And that's basically what he's saying. Or should I, expect what I wanted? And of course not be a poor sport about it, but it's like, hey, I don't necessarily like the ring. Like, should I even have said that I don't like the ring? I don't know. Please give me advice. Like, I'm struggling here. The ring is cute, and I'm glad. I'm happy.
Look at her trying to convince herself after she just said, I fucking hated it.
I feel bad.
I think on one hand, if she did show him a ring that she
Metaphors.
likes,
On one hand, I see rapping.
if she did show him a ring that she does like, and the type of ring she likes, the type of cut that she likes, then I can understand.
I think she's in the right to say, "Hey, I don't like this." When I
isn't the
told you
type
this is what I wanted.
Then you can. I would say that since you already had that conversation with him before he got a ring and proposed, then yeah, it's fine to say, listen, babe, I'm happy we're engaged now. I do want to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, but I just can't. I don't like this ring. I can't see myself wearing this ring, looking down at it all the time, and being happy with it. I don't think it's anything wrong.
Especially if it's a cut thing, then I think she has even more.
Yeah.
Right. If she showed him like some insane expensive ring that he definitely could not afford,
right,
and that's what she was mad about, it'd be different.
But it's just a cut. It's a specific cut of the diamond. I understand that. I could totally. I think that you should definitely tell him. He probably went and got her remember the old flat screen TV earrings? Every nigga at home.
Sorry.
Like he probably got her one of those. The ring. She can't wear that shit, man. Come on, man.
I would like to know what his response to not getting the right cut that she told him to get. Like, why didn't he do that?
Demaris, how would you react?
Why y'all asking me? She asked y'all for opinions on is she wrong and how should she make her man feel better?
I think he's in the wrong. I mean,
He's definitely wrong.
He told you.
She
You've
said.
had the conversation.
Yeah, just be gentle with it.
Yeah.
That's I'm sure he's upset.
But I'm on
Don't
her
marry
side.
that nigga. See, that's why I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk. That's why I didn't want to talk. That's why I didn't want to talk.
Because now you sound like you hate it.
That's why I didn't want to talk. Y'all asked me.
So
I
you
didn't
gonna
wanna
tell her
talk.
not to marry him because he got the cut of the ring wrong?
It's a red
No.
flag.
It's a red flag.
What I'm saying,
He doesn't pay attention to her needs.
Not even just that. Not even just that. No, you're
proposed.
laughing. You're
He
laughing.
proposed.
You're laughing, but that is a thing. Like that's a thing, and not
No,
even.
it's not.
Okay.
He
No, let
proposed.
the
No,
Demaris
ask
do it.
me.
Let Demaris
He
do it.
proposed though. Like, come on. Like a nigga get down on one knee and propose to you, want to spend the rest of his life with you. I'm with her.
Oh,
Say
she
something
should
about
be so honored that he proposed to her that she shouldn't give a fuck about the one thing that she's gonna look down at her hand and see every
I
single day.
said that.
He's surprised.
I said, tell him that I don't like the ring. I agree
She
with her.
told him, and he
But
got an
you saying
attitude.
don't marry him?
because
Like that's crazy. Come on.
Because why?
because he got an attitude. Not just because he got the ring wrong and he don't pay attention to what she wanted, right? Because he could have thought, she didn't see this one. If she saw this one, she would really like it, right? That's different. Maybe he thought that she would like it. That's fine. When she expressed, hey, I do like this ring, thank you, but I would prefer something else. The thing that she has to put on her finger, the thing that you bought for her, and you get an attitude because she didn't like something, even though she gave you a clear-cut answer of what
where
she
you getting
wanted.
an attitude from?
That's because she sat up there and said he feels some type of way that I told him I didn't like the ring.
So she told him already? I thought
Yes.
She was asking the shit she telling him.
No.
She's saying I told him. She's saying, but now she's like, should I feel bad about not?
Oh, I thought she was saying shit she tell him. Like,
No, she already did.
Oh, so then
And he didn't really handle it great.
Oh well, then I mean, then he just, he not trying to have a happy wife. Because I mean, if it's the cut,
But what happens if they go return the ring and then go find the cut that she likes, but it's more expensive?
I mean, how much?
Then-
How deep is your love?
How deep is your pocket?
You heard the Bee Gees.
Not
You heard the Bee Gees. I don't have to sing it to you, Rory. You
It's
heard.
like the ocean.
You heard him.
Yeah. And you fucked up, so yeah, you got to eat that cost.
You got to eat that. You got to eat that.
But that's on him. He fucked up. You had the conversation. You told him what you liked, and he didn't deliver. Like,
Yeah.
that's not, I think she shouldn't feel bad for being like, damn. Maybe if it was one of those cases where, like, they didn't discuss it, and he just did it out of what he assumed was cool, and it wasn't. But he fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also fucked up by not like talking to one of her best friends with the options to like be like, you think she'd like this type thing?
Yeah, like, yeah.
But the best friends might even still be wrong because she told him what she like. You don't
She
got to talk
told
to
him
my
what
best
she
friend
liked.
if I told you what the fuck I want.
She told him exactly the type, like gave him the options,
Yeah.
just thing like that. So yeah, he's wrong in that.
And then on top of that, like you got an attitude when I tell you that I didn't like it. It's the way that she's like talking on that voicemail. I know she didn't go and say, "Why the fuck would you give me this ring? I didn't want this ring." You could tell she was like, "Babe, like she sounds like placating, like she's pacifying him." So if he has an attitude about that, if he continues, like I can understand him being disappointed because sometimes men will get attitudes and what you think is them punishing you is them just being embarrassed and them not knowing how to say it or upset that they disappointed you. So I would give him, a little bit of time. But if that continues to be a thing, like, and he brings it up or he really has an attitude about that, don't marry that man because that's a huge red flag for what the fuck your relationship and your marriage is going to look like every single time you tell him something that he doesn't agree with or he doesn't like about something that he did wrong. So that's why I said don't marry him because that's just a big red flag to me. It's not about the money spent. It's not just about an artificial piece of clothing. It's about your reaction to me telling you how I feel about something that has to do with my life. So.
Yeah, and if he's listening now.
Yeah, Demaris 4+4, though.
Yeah, she did.
That was pretty
to the
good.
point that I have to bring some misogyny into this because I didn't like how logical she was.
That was actually really nice.
If he's listening now, remember, she's ungrateful. She should be ecstatic that you would get down on one knee and she gets to have you as a husband now. You are the prize. You are the gift. You are the diamond in this situation. You're the right cut all the time.
Oh, shit.
So
damn.
just think about that, King. Maybe she's not the one.
5+3.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think y'all killed that. I think
more 5+2.
I think
I 7 that.
I think we gave her the just amount of advice she needed. And
My dumbass. I thought it was wrong. I thought you were correcting me.
If he is mad about that though, that is a problem because you did tell him what type of ring and type of cut you like. So,
do we have one more?
Yeah, we can do one more. This is a call about a conversation that came from something Demaris said about learning a lot about men from podcasting with men.
So I'm listening to the last episode on September 6th, and I just want to say shout out to Demaris because I specifically listen to men's podcasts because I want to know what the hell is in their head. So people always ask me, what kind of podcast you listen to? Men podcasts. Why men? Because I want to be
we
the
make more
homie,
sense.
as Rory would say. I want to be the fly on the wall to see what men say. And yeah, my outlook on men, I would say I've been listening to the podcast for about 4 years now. My outlook on men are totally different. So dating wise, yeah, totally different. Due to the podcast I listen to. And also about the last episode before last, Demaris is absolutely right. The dating pool has chlamydia, gonorrhea, trichomoniasis, all of that
There's
in
pills
it.
for that though.
Like, I feel like I'm a upstanding woman, and why am I getting my purse outside of the car and you're already in the building? I thought this was a date.
Oh, please.
Why are we getting food and you're asking me to eat in the car? Like, what's going on here? Who raised y'all? Literally, who raised y'all, man? I'm gonna need y'all to do better. But as for Rory and Maul, I still love y'all. Hey, Julian.
Hi.
I mean, maybe she doesn't realize you are who you attract. You never thought about that one, huh?
Yeah. 27
go back to
minus.
Vegas. Go ahead, baby.
20.
You can do it.
Yeah,
do it.
that's a tough one. Good luck.
Shit, that's actually 19, right?
Maybe.
27 minus 19
Yeah.
is 28. Hell yeah. I don't know why I started with 27.
I mean,
There's some truth to what Rory said, though.
and can you be mad if you decided to go on a date with someone, you're getting to know them, they're shitty. You should have picked better. Move on. It's one date. And clearly he was trying to eat in the car because he was trying to get her back to the crib and fuck.
Yeah, but come on, it's ways to go. It's
Oh
ways-
no, I think that's awful.
yeah, it's ways to do that.
I just know what he was trying to do.
yeah, that's insane. Like,
Yo, telling a girl on a first date, let's eat in the car is nuts.
We know that y'all are all trying to fuck. Don't make me feel like you trying to fuck. Please.
but that's
Yeah.
not. That's you're
There
right.
really is a
you're,
class
You're right,
Yeah.
but
Like-
it's not. It's not.
treat me better than that.
Not every dude is trying. Because I think when you say they trying to fuck, like, are we on a date with a woman that we think is attractive and would love to get physical at some point? Yeah, but I don't think that every guy's like, nah, tonight it gotta happen.
No, of course.
Like that's not. That's
70%.
That's not real. But yes, we just like women be y'all be wanting to fuck. Y'all not trying to. Like you ain't actively like putting his hand up your skirt. Like, yo, come on. Like
You don't know what I do.
you ain't doing well. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
it's just like, we ain't gotta be trying to. We want to, we thinking about it. We see what you got on, you look good. But you ain't gotta, I don't think every guy is trying to fuck on the first night.
No, definitely not. And same case, there's some women that are trying to fuck on the first date.
You ever went
But
out
they-
on a date with a girl, she tried to fuck you the first night?
Mhm.
You let her fuck you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure did.
definitely.
Yo, we don't put up no fight.
The
Like,
best part of the date is when
No.
Rory over there like, stop.
Yo,
I don't ever do this.
Yeah, we be like, no.
Yo, arching my back so she
We
can
be
take my drawers off.
No, I don't do this.
Oh my-
like,
Maul
No,
just,
wait, no,
Maul
what
just
kill
kicked
me?
his shoes off.
no, we don't do
Can we take it slow?
When y'all put the arm up and be like, man, what you doing? But the arm just like this while we taking the shirt off. Stop, bro. Stop.
But
Wait,
I mean,
what?
wait, we gotta take his shirt off and their arms be like this.
Who does that?
When is it happen?
Man, when you go to take a man's shirt off,
Oh,
Man, you ain't taking. Man, hold up,
Okay,
man, hold
all
up.
right,
You
okay.
niggas is out here letting girls take y'all shirts off?
it's happened before.
Oh my
arms
god!
be like this, arm just be.
Nah, man, you can't put both your hands in
It's
the air.
same thing I do to try to get Amara to change. Arms up.
Yeah, yeah.
And she goes,
Oh my god, that is nah, man. You can't do that. You can't let a girl undress you like that.
Men are
Why
your,
not?
both your arms in the air?
men. I mean, Maul. You know, a lot of men like women like taking charge. Like they like.
No,
to
you
be
could take. You
They
could go-
like to be stripped down. They like to
Listen,
be
you could
seduced. They like
unzip
to be
my
fucked.
jeans. You could do that.
They want to
and-
call your name. Like men
But
do
you-
that.
Yeah, but I'm not. You're not telling me to put my arms in the air and take my shirt off.
The
You're not
only
doing
time
that.
that's happened.
That's not fucking
the only
happening.
time that happened, because that does happen, is if a girl's on top of you and she took her shirt off and she wants you to take your and she'll like do it for you. Because if you're like laying down and you're
Guess what? That's what I'm doing while she
not
taking.
gonna tell her to get off.
Guess what I'm doing while she taking her shirt off?
taking your drawers off,
Nigga, my
but keeping your shirt on.
my sneakers be inside
Winnie
my
the Pooh.
jeans, like Spider-Man, nigga. I peel out of my shit so fast. My sneakers be inside the bottom of my jeans. Like after we done it, I gotta look for them. I gotta shake my jeans so the sneaker fall out. Like
Yo, you having breakaway denim is
Yeah,
the funniest
like,
thing in the
nigga,
world.
what?
Yo, I'm laughing
Hell
because
yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Hell yeah.
Breakaway denim?
No,
Oh.
stupid. The jeans,
breakaway denim.
the shoes.
I've seen
Someone
it
doing this
happen.
with jeans is crazy.
No, the shoe stuck in the jean.
Yeah.
I seen
That's-
that.
That's what I'm saying. So while she taking her shit off, I'm taking mine off. I'm doing what you doing. Whatever you doing, I'm doing. You getting naked, I'm
So
getting
you
naked.
really don't let a girl like undress you. You never let a girl undress you.
You unzip my pants and pull my pants down. Like if I'm standing up, she do that. Yeah. But I'm not putting my hands up like Amara and letting you take my shirt off. We're not doing that.
But what if she goes, hands up?
No, I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm out.
What if it's on the first date?
So if she go to grab your shirt,
Oh,
like
this bitch is
Julian,
crazy.
stand right here.
No,
if
I'm
she
not.
If she go to
All right.
grab your shirt, stand up. If she goes to grab your shirt, like y'all are eye to eye, and she goes to
You're a
grab
model.
your shirt, you're not gonna like let her. You gonna stop her? Like if she go like this, what you gonna do?
I'm not.
Get off of me. Exactly. Get off of me.
We're not doing
Get
that.
off of me.
Why?
You standing up over me and pulling my
No,
shirt
well
up?
he's not standing up. I told him to stand up. Stand up.
I'm not gonna stand up. All right.
Don't
Thank
stand. Don't, Julian, don't do it. Sit down. Sit down.
And I go like,
Sit down. Oh,
You know he wants to show his body.
you see how I lifted his arms? It's a suave move.
doing it.
No, but your arms weren't like that. I lifted your arms. And
Yeah, but then I would be like, all right, I got you. Wouldn't what? Because you're.
All right, I got it.
What is she gonna jump and like?
Yeah. She's gonna get on the chair.
I'm pussy because
Look at Rory. Wet.
arms up.
Nah,
I
man.
Rory
feel like that would like kill the move.
Rory
too.
gonna be dripping.
And that's like a split second. Like I'm gonna fuck the vibe up. Be like, nah, I'm too masculine. I gotta take my shirt off.
Nah, when she start taking her shit off, I'm taking my own shit off. The sneakers is in the jeans, though. I'm letting y'all know now. The way I take peel right out, it's over. Winnie the Pooh. I'll be on
Nigga left it. Nigga left. I remember one time this nigga left the jean. We were coming into the house, like like the movie shit where you're stripping clothes off as you're entering out. Oh, we just can't wait to get inside
That's
each
when
other.
you horny.
Yes. So but when we were done, the jean was in the door with the sneaker outside. Like the sneaker was in the jean,
Yeah.
and the jean and the sneaker were hanging out the door.
Gangster.
In the baggy jean era, did you ever take your jeans off and your sneakers stayed on?
Damn.
Damn.
That's a loose ass jean. Holy hell.
Taking your jeans off over the top of your
And,
sneakers.
and now you butt ass with your sneakers on.
That's fucking
With the
wild.
Looking like Mr. Marcus.
That's wild.
Jeans. Oh
What
my
would you do in that
God.
situation? I'd probably keep my sneakers on if we were in the heat of the moment.
But I've definitely been in a girl's crib like naked with like my sneakers on because I had to run to the kitchen real quick, and I didn't want to run like barefoot. Like
Why she don't mop her floors? You can't run.
I don't know. I wasn't about to find out.
Where do you guys fall on
So
this?
you put your shoes on.
You put your.
Don't put your fucking shoes out in my crib, bro.
I put my sneakers on the red to the kitchen.
I mean, it must be dirty if she's okay with Maul putting sneakers on and running to the kitchen. Like, why you got your shoes on in my kitchen?
That's how Kunta Kinte lost his foot.
Running to the kitchen?
In my kitchen with some fucking sneakers on, yeah.
Fuck that. I wasn't running barefoot. I wasn't doing that.
What are your thoughts on socks on or off?
It depends.
In the strip.
It depends. If you on a rug, socks on. If you're on hardwood, socks need to be off. It's a safety issue.
Talking about being in a bed, not fucking.
Demaris, we want to get drilled. She
Yeah,
want that
what
nigga
the
to stand
hell?
up on the side of the bed and
And
drill
tell
like
you
that.
where
if you're on
anytime.
a basketball court,
Demaris let you know she want to be on the edge of the bed and she want that nigga to be drilling.
Yo, Maul,
She
you
going
good?
for oil.
Maul,
Because
are
look,
you
Demaris was
good?
like, you heard Demaris?
Yo.
Carpet,
Yeah.
socks, wood floor, barefoot.
Mayor's
It's
got him
like,
stepping on the sticky pad.
yeah,
What
like
NBA
it's like,
players
yo,
do?
but what if y'all both laying down like two
Yeah,
humans?
what if you're just in a bed?
Like what if
With the rubber floors in our office, it's best to wear these shoes.
Like, yo, what type linoleum? You wear this. Like, yo, like where you
So
fucking
y'all don't stand up at any time during sex. Is what y'all telling me? Y'all don't move to the
Oh, of
floor.
course.
Move. Y'all
Of
don't.
course, but
Yeah,
you went
sometimes.
straight to that. That's like
Because
you
that's.
I led with that.
Yeah,
I was just talking
Demaris
about,
start with that position
sex
right
in
there.
bed.
I was talking about safety. That's what that was what I'm thinking about.
You ain't mentioned condom yet.
I've
Didn't start with condom on or off.
Yeah. She's talking about safety. You ain't mentioned condom rubber yet. You said socks, no socks. You ain't say condom. You ain't say like
Yo,
You ain't check his
you
his
good?
STD results.
yeah, like she just went straight to socks, no
Yeah.
socks. Like
Didn't even
what?
ask to see his my chart.
Yeah, like condom, no condom. Like what happened?
you niggas good, B?
I'm good, man.
Oh,
All right, well, let's get the fuck out of here, man. It's been a great week, great weekend. I'm glad Fashion Week is over. New York can be a little less traffic now.
you got like
Yeah.
three more. You got like three
Yeah.
more days.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it
shit.
officially ends like Wednesday.
And
All right,
the
well.
U.S. Open is still going, right?
No,
it's
that's
over.
finished.
That ended last night.
American lost Fritz. I wanted Tiafo in the final. He lost in the semi.
Yeah, everybody was rooting for Tiago.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we'll be back in a couple days to kick it with y'all. Be safe, be blessed. London, we will be there next week.
Yep.
Tickets available now at newroyandmall.com. We'll also be in Toronto October 17th. We'll be in Atlanta November 22nd. And then we're back home December 13th and 14th at the Gramercy Theater in New York City. Get your tickets now, newroyandmall.com. We'll see y'all there. Let's have some fun.
How Drake could reply. Kendrick's doing halftime Super Bowl. He could do our show in Toronto.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. But either way, we will be in Toronto.
Pepsi.
I mean,
Pepsi's doing our
Do
show.
something with Coke. That's if Drake wanted to get back at Kendrick, do something with Coke. It's not a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
I don't really see
No?
that,
All right.
that landing.
Coke brothers.
We'll talk to y'all soon. Be safe, be blessed. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
Thought I ate.